Welcome, everyone, to session 28. I almost had it up in time of Call of the Netherdeep. Last time we met, I got hurt feelings. I got hurt feelings.
I want to quit. I
Is
want to quit right now.
more or less sums up what happened. No, our group finished up the aftermath of their mission, Ben's mission, really, for the Library of the Cobalt Soul. Laurinophytus is taken care of. His room has been ransacked by Arno with the help of Lucas. Conversations followed. Feelings were hurt. Conversations were not had. Many things have happened and not happened that should have happened.
What is this? What is this summary?
He's calling us all out without calling
I
us
am.
out.
I hate it. Move on.
I'm not calling all of you out.
Oh,
You know what? Don't elaborate. Just
Just-
continue.
Just 80% of you.
So Ben's good.
Ben's fine.
yeah,
And so
of
is
course.
Shifu and Igwe. Uguay, sorry.
Igwe.
I know. This is why I'm part of the problem. This is why I'm the 80%.
And Spren and Radiant are cinnamon rolls.
Yes. And
They
Kibble is
are.
a sweet baby.
Oh, Kibble's like
Must be
perfect.
And Kibble can do no wrong.
No, Kibble can do.
But Kibble has not had much chance to do wrong or right yet, but we shall see. Kibble's time will come.
Little do we know, Stars is over here literally having mini adventures featuring Kibble. And none of us know.
We do have enough pets now in the party that everyone could take a character.
It's true.
See, that will be the one shot when we need to take a break.
Oh my god! I need to write this down. Yes! This will be so great. On my character sheets. Oh,
Heather's one shot. We're all woodland creatures.
So, like,
But-
if Lucas and Thorn are the only ones without pets, whose pets do we take over? Like,
One of
I
you
think
would
I would-
take over like either Radiant or Spren, and then the other one would take over like Shifu or Igwe. Now that you've said it.
I know, I'm sorry.
I call Radiant.
Angry energy.
The grumpy
You know, they-
one could also be Uguay.
See, no, they
Or
don't
Shifu.
have
They're both
pets
grumpy.
because Lucas is Arno's pet and Thorn is Ix's pet.
Pix fucking skews you.
Pets don't have their own
This
pets.
is not excused. I like how you said excuse you, but it sounded like excuse you. And I was like, yeah, you're welcome. This is so bad.
Am I wrong? Don't answer.
No.
I mean, if they are pets, they're about the most disobedient pets ever.
I
We're
mean,
just not beating you enough. That's all it is. We just need to smack you around a little. It's fine. Don't worry about it. I'll
yeah,
fix it.
that
No more
precludes
treats for
nothing.
you.
No more treats.
Uh,
What are the treats he's been getting? Anyway, I'm sorry. Nope. Carry
Don't
on
ask
with your.
questions.
Oh, my imagination.
Anyway.
Continue with
Anyway.
the scathing summary. Sorry.
So, having spent their third and final night in the lap of the gods, the group decided to investigate the harried mongoose after hearing about it from Ao's message as the location their group is staying. Just in time to find out that they will all be sleeping in one tiny room together. So that's even better. We find ourselves currently, after some between session RP, Ix and Arno have been talking in the room. Thorn and Lucas are in the bar proper where they're staying. Ben is back at the Temple of the Mentor, speaking with Archivist Senka to work through all the things he went through back in the Betrayer's Rise. And I would like to start there, actually.
Ooh.
Yeah.
So, Ben, while you are meditating and in between sessions speaking with Senka, he gives you advice and guidance on things to focus on, things to filter out. He's very intrigued by everything you've told him about your situation and encountering the Dusk Maven / the Raven Queen. During one of your meditations, separate from everything with remembering the bit of memory that you lost when you were dominated, the experience of dying and coming back. Those are things. Those are some of the first things you worked through, but it felt like there was something more to be touched upon during this time. During your meditations, when you're having some flashbacks to other memories, perhaps unbidden, you start recalling things from further back, much further back, before you met any of the people you are currently traveling with, before you met Master Ping, even.
UI.
You recall a coin being picked up. Do you remember it being inlaid with a tiny, what you thought at the time was a ruby? Having had more life experience now and having seen the wider world and seen actual rubies, you know in hindsight, in this vision, that coin did not have a ruby in it. The red substance in that coin, you're pretty sure was something else.
Oh my. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Something you had not encountered again since then. But your mind drifts to other things that have been happening recently. Hearing about substances named for their resemblance to, say, the Red Moon of Exandria. And you can only wonder at the possible connections this might foretell. I presume you, the player, know of what I speak.
I do. I'm bringing that up just so I remember the details. And I'm having this during meditation.
Yes. Yeah, meditating with Archivist Senka. Yeah. Just delving deeper into older memories to see if there's anything that you were missing.
Where is that name I'm looking for?
Are you looking for the name of the...
I've got it now. It just took me a second to find it.
Okay.
Senka, have you ever heard of somebody out of Port Damali? He's dead now. He's been dead a long time. Vakir O'Near? I know we have spies everywhere. I don't know.
Senka thinks back. I believe I have heard the name.
He was with the Clovis Concord?
I feel like I have heard this name spoken, but I do not recall the reasons for it. In Port Damali, you say?
Is that the right place? I can't remember all the names. Yes.
I believe that
yeah.
is where yes.
Well, he had something, a coin, and Ben will begin to described to him what you just described to me, that the coin had a red gem. Now Ben thinks it's residuum.
Or not residuum.
Or ruidium.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm playing Deathloop, which has residuum. Never mind. Anyway.
Oh, that's not
Thank you for
confusing at
nodding,
all,
Jess.
is
It
Yeah,
is.
no.
It's so
Kudos.
confusing. I lost my train of thought entirely. Where the heck was I? 1 second.
You were explaining to Senka about the coin and that had the red gem that might not have been a gem.
The man who had it died for it. That was my fault. And
Elaborate, please.
Ben is quiet for what feels like a very long time. For him, anyway. I don't know how long it feels to Senka, but for Ben, it feels like an eternity. I wanted revenge, Senka. This man is the reason my mom lost our house. It's the reason she died. I wanted him to die. Well, I didn't want him to die, actually. I just wanted to rob him blind. So me and my friends put together a heist, and it was going great until Ty betrayed us all. He killed him right in front of me, and he took this coin. And I got caught. And I took the fall so none of my friends would fall. Wasn't so bad. I met Master Ping, but they had me locked away for a long time. And since I was going to be executed, they didn't exactly treat me too well. My friend Ty, who murdered him, he stole the coin and he just ran. I didn't know about this beforehand. I haven't seen him since. He was a Marquise of the Clovis Concord. And now he's gone. But he was involved in whatever's happening now. That's what I think anyway.
I see. Yes, your group has been inquiring about ruidium, haven't they?
Yeah. Come up quite a lot.
It would seem you have more connection to this than perhaps you thought.
It would seem. Who could Ty have been working for?
Don't know that the consortium of the Vermilion Dream has much sway beyond Marquette. They do send agents here and there, I'm given to understand, but that is something I do not know. Do you
Ben
need to
doesn't.
stop for the day?
No. I don't want to stop. If there's more.
You haven't heard this from him much, but there is a small touch in his voice of genuine concern, cutting through the curiosity that is always there.
Ben is pretty resolute, though. He does not want to stop.
Very well, then. I will say, Ben, working through more of these memories with this new lead, perhaps, you are able to make the change that we discussed.
Okay. Thank you.
And I live for the double takes. So thank you, Heather.
Want to know what's going on? Over here, like, he's dropping bombs and stuff. And now he's like, what we discussed, it's done. Bitch, what? What? What's done?
Like you haven't done that like 8 times in the shopping plaza.
Don't talk to me.
You have to pay them for that. Got to pay people for silence.
After after I
Even when they're
finish
already nonverbal.
meditating, after I finish meditating, will I have recognized that something has changed?
I think yes, it'll be a subtle shift, but by the time you're done, you will realize that it has happened.
Okay, cool.
Right. So, with that, Arno, you're in the room with Ix at the moment, consoling her, giving her assurances.
Yep.
You hear a familiar voice in your head. It is the voice of Jasper, with one of his sendings. It's been a handful of days since you last heard from him.
Over a week now, right? Almost a week?
It's been about almost a week, yes.
Oh.
Got word that a Scourger went into Jorhas around the same time as you, tracking someone down apparently. It's not you, is it? Be careful.
Yeah. Arno would probably slowly pull away from X and just like put a finger to like his lips and then just say, because sending is just talking, right?
It's a little unclear if you have to talk for it. I feel like most people end up talking. Probably it's the best way to ensure the number of words. Because if it's purely thought, then your thoughts are going to ramble while you're picking out what you say.
That's true. Yeah, so he would just kind of be like, not me, but a friend of mine. Did you get any other information about them? The Scourger. Also, how are you?
Sorry, only one sending per day.
Fortunately, not a sending stone. He is limited only by spell slots.
Uh-huh.
Let's see. There is a pause. I'm doing well. Thanks for asking. Nothing more at the moment, but I can dig deeper if you need me to. Has something happened?
Yeah, he would probably have to like. One of my friends that I'm traveling with is being hunted. We're no longer in Johas, but still worried. I don't want to put you in danger, though.
Let's see. Okay. He has a limited number of spell slots.
Okay.
For now, that is probably the extent of that exchange. Because you wait for one more and it does not come yet.
Yeah. After like a minute of just kind of like holding his breath and waiting, he probably would just look at Ix and be like, it was my brother.
Is he okay?
He's fine. I asked him if he knew any information about like scourges that he could look up. He said that he heard that there was a scourger in your house.
Well, we already knew that.
Yeah. So that's as far as he's gotten for now. He wanted to know if I wanted to look into it more, but I don't want him looking into it more because, you know.
If they shut down an entire network that I was using, I can only imagine what they would do to your brother if they found him. He's going to be careful, right?
I assume so. I mean, he's made it this long. It's been years since he fled. And he's still alive. So that's good.
Well, if nothing else, at least he has skill to lean on, so we'll just hope for luck in the meantime.
Arno,
Mm.
you would give me a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, God. Why?
Yeah.
Star's like, wouldn't you like to know? I
Yeah.
would.
I would. Mm. Okay.
I'm sorry, Ix and Spren and Radiant do not have an aura.
The bar is more than 10 feet away,
It
unfortunately.
is way more than 10 feet away.
Mhm.
Even if we pressed up to the walls, it wouldn't work.
Well,
Okay, good to know.
Okay.
Carry
I didn't
on.
even roll. I didn't even roll, and I'm all nervous.
Somebody's
Okay.
been cried on.
Don't you have inspiration?
Also,
Oh, I do have inspiration. Wait, don't I? I think I do.
You have your character sheet?
You might.
I
I
don't
still have
update
some
that.
from a couple weeks ago. So
Hold on.
A couple weeks ago. I don't have any. Bass should get one for doing the one shot. Bass probably still has one. You probably still have inspiration, don't you? You always have inspiration.
Someone got inspiration. They already
I
had
do.
inspiration, so they gave it to me.
Mm-hmm.
I gave
I
it to
just didn't put it on
Lucas
my-
when I last got it.
That was the last time, but the second last time it was Andy.
Yeah, I didn't use that.
Yeah, because you kept getting it. Fuck. I can't remember.
Running. $15?
okay, good to know.
Fuck.
Let me drink. That just went up my nose. So we'll just hope that his skill will continue to be enough, and in the meantime, we will hope for luck.
Yeah.
Are you able to contact him, or is it just him to you?
It's just him to me. My spell of being able to communicate to people is short range. Assuming he can be anywhere.
So he has a long range version of this?
I don't. He won't tell me where he is, which is fair. I've never seen him. I would assume if we're within 120 feet of each other and he didn't like actually say hello to me, I will punch him the next time I see him.
Also, the message spell you actually hear with your ears, not just straight into your head.
Okay. Yeah, he'd be like, plus, it's different. I mean, he could speak to me in my dreams, so I'm assuming that he can also speak long distance.
I need to learn this. Later, I suppose, considering he's not around. God. What are we doing?
Causing trouble. Getting into trouble.
We are trouble.
Uh-huh.
Make it double. That is the question your DM also has. What are you doing? Question is open to anyone.
It's a good point. Well, you said the tournament doesn't happen until tomorrow, right?
Yeah, that's the weekly reoccurring event, apparently.
Ben's at the Cobalt Soul right now. I think if the rest of everybody, Thorn, Arno, and Lucas, don't have any plans, Ix would just go back to writing spells in her book for downtime until library break-in time.
Yeah, Thorn is just gonna sit at the bar, pretending to drink mostly. Not really but sitting there with a drink.
Nursing a drink.
Not even really
Lucas
nursing.
is sitting at the bar, actually drinking.
Ooh, deviations, guys.
Ben would definitely head back though after finishing, so he wouldn't. He'd consider his goal complete and go back and find his buds.
Oh, that's nice.
Buddy.
That's nice.
I meant Dugway and Shifu.
You're such a jerk.
Oh,
Sorry.
that made me incredibly sad. This is like believable. I'm muting myself so you can't hear my sobbing.
Sorry, dear.
Ben says you should know your place. Also, Thorn is just giving me Emmett Brown in the saloon vibes. Saying that's his first one. He hasn't touched it yet. He just likes to hold it.
I don't know who that is.
I like the voice though. I like somebody just sitting there talking about him. He just likes to hold it.
He just likes to hold it. Yeah, it's Doc Brown in Back to the Future 3.
Oh.
I
don't think I've seen that since I was like 11. So
I've watched those movies so many times.
The way he said
they're
it.
just part of my brain now.
That is fair.
So yeah, for the rest of this day, I think we're all just kind of taking a beat. Ix will listen out though if she hears Ao's party at all. Like coming in.
Arna might
she does have
disappear to go to the forge.
Okay. Let's see. So it's at least early afternoon by the time you're arriving at the forge, Arno, if you're leaving shortly after this. Let's see, I think, yeah, if you started like around 2 o'clock or so, you could get in a work day with Ariok, just kind of staying up till at least like 10 o'clock or something. Probably a little later if you take a break for food.
Yep.
Okay, so yeah, working into the evening with Ariok's help, that will take off another 2 days of progress.
Okay.
Ix, probably around the time you're getting hungry for dinner, whatever that might look like. Do you go to the bar to see what, or the tavern to see what they have, or?
Yeah, she doesn't really want to go anywhere.
Okay. So yeah, you around that time, early to mid evening, sun is getting low in the sky. You do see and or hear Ao's party return to the Harried Mongoose.
Oh, perfect. As they enter, whatever drink I have, I'll kind of raise it to just kind of simply say hello. When when Dermot comes in, she will specifically make eye contact and mention for him to approach her.
Approach. Approach, little goblin. It's an interesting choice of words, but I get your gist. I get your gist.
Was it an interesting choice of words? Now I'm going to overthink it. Nope, keep going. Keep going. Barrel through. Ignore it.
Okay.
Ignore it.
You call him
Tell
over,
me.
as it were.
Oh, okay. Yeah, what was a little powerful wording? I will motion for him to be in my presence.
So now you're just doubling down. And
Yeah, I'm sorry.
here for it. I'm here for it. Don't worry. But yeah, they see you. They wave back. Yeah, I'd say Ao, maybe Gal start to like notice that you're trying to get somebody's attention in the group, and are wondering who. But then they realize that you're trying to get Dermot's attention. So yeah, I think Ao like nudges him forward from behind to go talk to you, see what you want.
If he seems nervous, Ix will get out of her seat and meet him halfway.
It's more curious. It's like, oh, why did she want to talk to me?
Oh, is that what it is? I don't want to talk to her. She's mean. I don't blame him either way. But when we get into each other's presence, space, environment. All right, I'm sorry.
When
It's
you were
done.
a conversational distance apart.
Thank you. Yes, I like it. Ix will kind of she'll smile. I shouldn't say kind of. She will smile. No need to be worried, Dermot. He's like, I don't like that either.
Oh, I'm nervous now. No, like, oh, hi, Ix. How are you doing?
Her voice. I'm well, Dermot. You don't
It's
need
been
to
a
be
while
so.
since I've done it.
That is not what needs to be said right now. Listen.
I'm sorry. The double entendre was not intentional.
Wow.
When you get it, when you shut up, I'm struggling. When you get a free moment, I know you just walked in. Please come find me. I have something to give you.
Okay.
That's all.
It all makes sense now.
What? I think Jess already has
still
these together.
He seems perplexed, but still curious.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Are you all staying here too now?
Yes, we are.
They probably, having
For
seen
tonight,
you,
at
probably
least.
look around. Would Lucas and Thorn still be in here just drinking or pretending to drink?
Yeah, Thorn probably like looked in their direction as they came in.
Ao noticed him noticing.
I can't get a fucking drink around here.
I tried to give you a moment, but
I appreciate it.
it's like I held it for an extra beat.
I appreciate
Yeah,
it.
so he notices more of your party in here and asks if you're also staying at the Harried Mongoose.
We are.
Hurried Mangrove.
Harried. Angry. Weasel. I don't know.
Hurried Weasel.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever this place is called.
Who knows? I don't. What I typed, it was like mango goose. Like as I typed it all
Mangoes.
wrong. Oh my god.
I think it was the Hurried Mangoes.
It was bad. But yeah, no, Ix will let him know. Yeah, we're staying here.
Okay. I mean, it's not great, but it's not terrible.
It's better than a dirt floor. And League's better than Bazazan.
Oh, no argument there.
It's taking so much for me not to like die of laughter at this voice.
I just love doing Dermot's voice so much. It's a lot of fun.
Well, I'm glad that we could have this conversation. Is that what it is, Stars? I need to keep talking to him. You have to keep. You want this
I mean, you
dialogue?
don't have to, but Dermot will return. In the event. No.
He just like flips the hair that he doesn't have.
Does Dermot have hair?
No, he's a bald. He's a bald boy.
I have to pull up Dermot's art. It's very important.
You have to know.
Oh yeah, no, you're right.
He just looks like he got squished and he's really worried about it.
It threw me off because, like, his portrait art, he's got the big, bulky armor, but then there's the art of their like little camp scene on the road to Bazozan, and he's like really thin and slouches.
Really?
At it, or at least in that shot,
right.
he's hunched over eating a Frankfurt or something. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Armor just, really makes someone look a lot buffer than they are sometimes. Other times it's an accurate portrayal.
The true reason Lucas is upset that it's too hot to wear his full armor. It makes him look buffer.
Considering the amount of griping he does with the armor on, I don't think that's accurate.
He's loving this place.
Gotta finish that mithril.
Can someone kick Kitty from the chat? I need her gone. I need this to stop.
No! No, don't stop.
Believe even. Sorry, I'll stop. No, keep going. I love it. I need this. So yeah, at that point, if Dermot still kind of lingers, she's like, "But you can go relax a moment. If I'm not here, I will find you."
All right. Well, I'll see you later then, I guess.
All right, and then she'll turn slowly, like to make sure that he's done being awkward, and she'll turn completely turn around and go back to her table.
Yeah, the awkwardness was mostly me hamming it up.
I don't care. I love it. It's great. That's a lie. I do care. Keep doing it. Everyone needs to be extra today.
Actually, I realized as I was doing the voice, I was just doing the sound, but not his old awkwardness was not there. But you know what? That's intentional now.
You did well.
Character development.
He has seen more of the world now. He's fought demons. He's been into the rise and back. Goblin has seen some shit. But yes. Well, her AO's group seems to be heading back to their room. Maybe set their things down, whatever packs they were carrying their stuff around in. They reemerge back into the tavern to get some dinner for themselves, as it is about that time. Is there anything else anybody wishes to do with the rest of the day? We have Arno up at the Sun Forge.
Yep.
Ben is finishing or has finished his meditation.
Heather, were you and I planning to rob the Library of the Allegiance tonight?
I thought so.
Okay. No, I just wanted to confirm.
Mm-hmm.
Right, not just breaking in, you're robbing them now. But...
Yes.
I mean, if we find something that's interesting, I'm going to take it.
Like, the robbing depends on whether or not we find anything worth robbing, but yeah.
Yeah, that's a good point. I'm not going to take, an encyclopedia off the... I couldn't even say that word. I wouldn't take, one out of the volume. You know what? I might. If there's, 20 volumes, I might take one just to spite the set.
Just so bad. Disrespectful.
Just to drill just a librarian just goes into a frenzy and just has an aneurysm. Just bad.
gonna steal from a library where the books are already free if you can get in.
Yeah, I was gonna
Yeah.
say, like.
Yeah, I was gonna say we gotta get to the secret library part first.
Entrance is not free, but the books are free if you're allowed in. So,
I can't wait.
very, very good, very good.
But yeah, before that, I mean, Ix would talk to Dermot at whatever point,
Okay.
whenever he was done eating, and then go back to her writing in her book.
All right. When it looks like you're done in the bar area, heading back to your room, he does follow after you in that direction. And in the hallway before you like get all the way in, he just holds up his hand to get your attention. It's like, is now a good time or?
Yes, that would be perfect. Come here, and she's going to open their room pretty much at that point and gesture him inside.
All right.
She'll shut the door behind her. She won't lock it, but then she'll go to her pack, pull out her little dragon box, and out of the box she will pull out the diamond that she got earlier, and she'll extend her hand. She goes, "Take it."
Oh, wait. What's this for?
For helping us, for saving Ben.
Oh, I did that because he's also my friend, and I wanted to do it. It's fine, really.
No, I understand that, and I want to do this because his life is worth more than this, and if this is all I can do to help save one of yours, that's what I'm going to do. Take it.
Make a persuasion check with
Oh,
advantage.
Ooh, persuasion. Persuasion. Where's my persuasion? Oh, that's +7. Let's go. Let's go.
Yeah, come on, warlock.
That's a 20. That's not a natural 20. It's a mod 20.
Still. Well, if it's important to you that I accept this, then yes, I will. Thank you. And
She'll relax a bit at that.
if you or any of our other friends are in similar danger, I will do what I can with this.
I'd appreciate it. From there, she'll just kind of stare at him a moment, and then she'll go, I know it seems like a lot, but thank you. And then she'll kind of walk to the door and open it and kind of gesture for him to leave. The conversation's done.
Make an insight check as you're giving it to him.
Oh, as I'm giving it to him? Okay, we're backtracking. That is an 18? 18? I know what he's doing. Let me read his mind.
Well, that's a natural 3. No, why did my other computer go to sleep? Haven't been doing anything on the map, that's why. And just talking to him and his acceptance of it, you do kind of get the impression that the first diamond that he expended, probably wasn't come by easily. So he is genuinely grateful to have the replacement, but he wasn't going to insist upon having anything like that. That he will put it to good use. He may or may not have had a second one on hand.
Doesn't matter. I'm going to remove it from my inventory.
Okay.
So with that information, Ix still won't say anything, but she'll give him a more genuine smile and a little bit of a nod because she doesn't feel comfortable enough to hug him. So unless he moves to hug, she will not do that.
He is not.
Cool. From there.
And he just
Awkward.
he's just like, well, good night. And
Good night, Dermot.
tucks it away safely with into a pouch, possibly with other spell components if he has any. But yeah, no, he departs to go rejoin the rest of his group.
The second he goes outside, he gets mugged and loses it.
That would suck balls. You know, Ayo would find that person so fast, like it wouldn't even be a contest. Maggie crushed the dude by looking at him. Like, no. And then, yeah, she'll go back to her writings and stuff. What's Lucas doing?
Lucas and Thorn are at the bar.
Oh,
But, you
that's
know,
it?
if the others are coming in, he probably would eat with them if they want to eat with us. I don't have to.
Okay.
There's some tables that are big enough to squeeze in 1 or 2 extra people in addition to their group.
Excellent.
Even with Maggie at the table.
Lucas is the most usual, charming self that he could ever be.
Conceal, don't feel. I live for this. Let's go. I'm there. I'm not even done with my drink, guys.
Okay. Okay.
I didn't think so.
Marvelous. All right. Well, I would say probably by now Ben returned in time for dinner.
Oh yeah, he would.
So yeah, Ben's not gonna miss dinner. What are you, crazy? But yeah, so everyone, unless they are off somewhere else, is back at the Harried Mongoose. Sans Arno at the Sunforge. Okay. So as the evening gets later, people are no, it's a bar. People aren't retiring to their rooms. What am I talking about? The bar is getting busier the later it gets, not quieter. But as the evening is getting later, and the sky is getting darker, what plots are afoot, players, schemers, book thieves?
We haven't stolen anything yet. Innocent
Not
until
yet.
proven guilty. Anyway, yeah, I'd have to say at some point in the night,
Book conspiracists.
conspiracists, we would slip out. Probably not through the window because that'd be more suspicious than going through the door in the middle of the night.
Just walk out of the tavern.
Yeah.
Yeah, who's gonna care?
Now the real
So-
question is, do we see you leave together?
Oh yeah, that's the question.
Yeah, they're
So-
gonna take your super stealthy party members with you.
I think
How inconspicuous do you wish to be when you leave the bar?
so. I do think that Thorn, at least, if everybody else is sitting at a table for dinner, I don't know that Thorn would actually come join everyone.
Oh yeah, he would just leave.
Yeah, I think he would stay sitting at the bar through dinner. So he would eventually maybe like I'm sorry, forgetting words. He'd lock eyes with Ix at one point before leaving the tavern, as like a subtle signal that, you know, now's the time.
As Ix notices, because she is observant with a capital O.
Yeah.
Do I notice?
Do you notice?
Can I try?
You can try. What are you presuming to notice? The look or them leaving, or either?
Well, if there is, I would love to see if I can notice the look, because that would prompt me to notice that they both leave relatively around the same time.
Okay. Make first then an insight check.
May I try one as well?
You may.
All right. I don't know who you. Okay. Lucas, come here.
Mr.
I got it.
Monkey Man.
Damn.
23.
Insight 12.
Oh, and what did Ben get?
23.
Move back to that
He can read minds.
tab.
I said one D word. I'm getting scolded. I'm sorry. She's giggling about it.
The filters
I
are off
deserve-
on Tuesdays.
It's
I
Tuesday
deserved it.
night.
I was being sassy.
Really, you?
It's weird. It's probably because I'm tipsy.
I know that sounds out of character.
I quit.
But yes, let's see. Lucas, you don't notice the look, Ben definitely does.
I think Ben might actually kind of like, I don't know where I'm sitting relative Lucas, but maybe try to get Lucas's attention and point it out.
Very good.
Ben
very good.
taps Lucas to notice. Lucas still doesn't see the look because it already happened, but Ben
Or-
gets his
or
attention
you
right as
don't-
they both leave.
Or you don't catch any significance behind any looks.
No.
They say, "Oh yeah, Thorn was looking over here." Okay.
Thorn leaves, Ix leaves.
Do I perceive them? Do I smell them leaving?
What?
No, wait, hold on. Stars, please, wait, hold on. If you can, I want to know, just for me, if you can accurately describe what leaving smells like, I will petition to
Well, no,
give you
just like-
inspiration.
You would have a scent, and then suddenly there would be less of your scent.
That's not good enough.
I mean, that is what it would be, but
No, but you can even spruce it. You can even spruce it for me. Whatever.
No
also,
sprucing
the-
required.
the honey flame smelling the honey flame bread was a special exception for Ben because you normally only get the smell benefits when you're a barb.
I know, I was just being dumb. So
Very Ben, very Ben. But yes, either of you may perceive and or make another insight check to the leaving.
That's even
Okey-dokey.
worse. 11.
Fantastic.
mine was 21.
Ben is on point.
I'm
Ben is
glad
a
you said
hawk.
insight and not perception, but even that would have still been pretty good. So
Ben is locked onto his target. He's not letting go. Mm-mm.
But Ben, those two, they're up to something. Not sure what it is, but your nose
They say-
is picking up some hint.
Oh, I see. Something stinks about this. Did they say they were going anywhere, Lucas?
I don't think they did. No. Let
Should
alone
we follow
together.
them?
We follow them. Should we follow them? Ben. Yes.
What if they get in trouble? Oh, okay, good. You're on board. Good. All right, let's go.
The level of communication that wasn't quite lining up.
I'm curious, does any of Ao's party overhear their conversation?
I
did. Oh,
conveniently, I have 5 d20s, including the big one.
And
Let's
they
see.
Are they each like for like which color or for who?
Let's see. Well, the big one is Maggie.
Yep.
The blue one is Ao.
Yep.
Let's see. The dark spooky one is Galceriad.
Mm-hmm.
The golden one is Dermot,
Mm-hmm.
and the pink one is Irvin, because that's the only one I have left.
Yourself, Irvin. Go fuck yourself. Okay. Damn.
Why do you
I've
hate
never rolled
Irvin
5
so
d20s
much?
with the big one.
He made one look
Those-
one time, and ever since then, Ix is like, I don't trust you. He
Thorn,
looks
The
at
4
you family.
modifiers, those are all single digits.
Ooh. They're drunk off the
Dermot.
porridge, guys.
Dermot got like, I don't remember all of their scores, and I'm not going to look them up. Dermot got like a 9 or a 10. Ao got like a 9 or a 10. Irvin got maybe like a 5.
That tracks.
It really
Maggie,
does.
I think, got a 9. And Galceriad notices and doesn't care.
Only one notices he's like, I don't give a what they do.
right.
Already.
I am so excited for these two to be the stealthiest boy.
So the sun is down. It is pretty dark out, except for Ix. You can see normally, of course. What is your plan of approach here?
Oh, we're not
You
going to
are-
take a
you are-
carriage.
No.
You are a couple of districts away, so it's either
Yeah.
a lot of walking or a carriage.
Or a lot of running along rooftops.
I was about
Or
to
a
say,
lot of
it's been a
rooftops.
while since we've done some hopping. We would
Yeah, 'cause
probably
that's
climb the
like-
nearest, like, back alley building that we could get to.
Because that's
Excuse me while I just sit in the background and have anxiety, worrying that Arno's gonna have to bust people out of jail.
Possibly. We'll see.
We're going to find out. With our
Yeah, 'cause
powers
that's-
combined, we are Captain Chaos.
that's a little under 4,000 feet if you were to make a straight line and cut through the palace. So that's like three-quarters of a mile.
Oh, is that
to
all?
a
Let's
mile.
do it.
That's
Yeah.
not much.
Rooftops
taking
galore.
roads and/or rooftops.
We won't go into the Cerulean Palace district there. This wall right here, we would go with it. We would not go into the grounds with what
Yeah,
we're doing.
that's not your choice.
Okay, cool.
Unrelated, but I like
That
to
is the
just
path
have
you were
this
taking.
mental.
No matter what you say.
Oh, okay.
I have this mental image in my head of Ben and Lucas getting outside, and it's dark out, and they just look at each other and give each other a look, and then simultaneously at the same moment pull down their goggles.
And then you gotta do the nod to each other.
I'm your dungeon master, and I approve this message. Fantastic.
This is being recorded. Okay.
Okay. That's getting close to a mile if you're taking roads and whatnot. So, okay. So what is your actual plan or your route? What is your route?
Sorry, who are you asking?
Those who are being followed.
Oh, yeah.
So
So
us.
we're gonna find after walking a block or two away. After I guess I'd say after crossing this larger street, we would
Okay.
find a back alley somewhere in this area, so that way we could climb up the corner or side of a building to then begin hopping along. Actually, you
Both
know
of
what?
you?
No, we'd probably do it. Sorry, inside the wall here, because this wall I'm sure is going to prevent us from hopping from that area to this. So
Okay. You find a place that you are able to do that, one
Perfect.
way or another. I mean, you can also cut through the river district. It's very scenic, after all. Not also very open, because those are fields. But
nope, we would not be going there.
And as we're doing
Very
this, we're
good.
going to try and be stealthy because obviously people running along rooftops would be really suspicious to the guards. So
Oh, I have to take off my backpack and stuff because I'm not carrying that with me. Okay,
Depends entirely what district you're in.
that's true.
Mm.
So yes, do you want us to roll stealth or acrobatics or I almost said
do.
aerobics. I almost
would
said
like-
aerobics.
First, Ix and Thorn to roll stealth.
Stealth.
oh, I rolled so high. Let me
That's-
calculate my bonus.
17. 17. I can count.
And respectable.
Hold on, I just
Not bad.
realized I never actually opened my sheet.
I'm just waiting for Bass to say Thorn's number.
25.
Fuck.
And we lose them
25.
within seconds.
The moment, the little moment you had putting the goggles on, that's how long it took us to disappear.
I knew we shouldn't have gone for the handshake.
It was worth it though. It really needed it.
Now I would like acrobatics checks.
Oh, acrobatics. Here we go. Watch Ix fall off this building.
Ho,
Oh, that's a-
ho.
13, but not as good.
That is, I rolled the same exact thing, another 18, so 25.
Oh, God.
Nice.
Ix is barely keeping up, apparently.
Yeah, Ix has to scramble a little bit, but you've got a blood hunter helping you, so Thorn is able to help you up the last distance there onto the roof.
Oh, I feel
Ben and
like,
Lucas,
just like, ugh.
make perception checks for me, if you would.
That's a 3.
Oh my god.
So
I
Lucas
got a 13.
Oh my god, that combination went all the way in my sinuses.
Lucas puts on his goggles. Wait, where did they go? Like-
I thought these were supposed to help me see in the dark, not make people invisible.
And just for completeness, also make your own stealth checks if you would.
That's a 3. No, wait, hold on. Just kidding. It's a 2 on the die. Please hold.
Trying to kill Heather over here, apparently.
Oh,
well,
yeah.
you know.
Okay. Stealth check. That's a 6.
I got a 17.
Okay.
I'm so glad that Arno isn't here to see this. He would have probably a heart attack.
A fit. He would have a seizure. He'd be like, "What are you doing? What are those?" Like,
What are those?
Mithril armor is not gonna fix this. I'm not gonna fix this.
oh my god, that's a perfect catchphrase. We need to put that on a t-shirt. Neither armor's not gonna fix this. It's like the way you said it was choice.
So Thorn,
Yeah.
you do after a street or two, within a street or two, you do notice that Lucas has followed after you, and Ix, you see them both.
I just like how you said it. Like, you see them both. Like you're just like so done. Ix won't. Well, will Ix notice that Thorn notices?
I think Thorn would probably just comment something quietly like, looks like we have a tail.
And then at that point, when Ix turns around to look, she'll kind of giggle to herself. Oh, that's adorable. It really is.
Do you think they missed us that much?
No, more suspicion.
Let's lose them.
Yeah. Like without saying, Ix would be like, yeah. Like the fact that they got out, like they left with us, was like an achievement in itself. But she's ready. She's like, no, we can't let this continue.
Challenge accepted.
Do it.
I don't see him, Lucas. I can go get him. Are you good with me leaving you here?
Do it, Ben. You got this.
Okay. I need to look around and see if there's anybody watching, and I want to transform into my hybrid form if
Oh,
there's
no.
nobody around.
We're not escaping unnoticed.
We're escaping.
He's gonna
For sure.
track us to the end of the city.
no.
He can track us to the end of the city.
All Ben smells is honey flame.
Oh no, stars. It was
What?
about to get good.
What's going
Oh.
on?
His laptop froze.
Stars wrote that Discord froze.
Oh no.
Oh my bad. I wasn't there. I wasn't.
And
well,
for
I
the
was there, but I
record,
wasn't-
walking around the streets at night is not a crime. I am not about to get arrested for taking a midnight stroll. It's not even midnight. It's like 8 o'clock.
not you.
Yeah,
No, we
Andy,
don't-
even though you're muted, I can still hear your judgment.
Hello again, everyone.
Welcome
Hello.
back.
Hello.
Well, yes. So, Heather, did Ix get a 13 on her stealth?
No, 13 on the acrobatics. It was 17 on the stealth.
17, that's right. Okay. Yeah. I was tempted to make this a chase scene, but
Oh, it's going to be. You must have cut out. I want to look around and see if there's anybody around, and if there's nobody other than Lucas, I want to transform into my hybrid form.
oh,
And give chase. He's ready.
let's see.
Oh, with Lucas's blessing. I feel like that's needed. That has to be said.
It's true. Lucas said
Yeah.
you get him.
If let's see, make a quick investigation for me.
Okay. I'm not super good at that, but let's see what happens. 6.
There are just not a lot. There are a few people around. You look around trying to see if there's like a place where you can subtly make the change. And
All right.
just looking around to your immediate area, you don't see anything right away.
Okay. Then Ben's gonna look to Lucas. He's like, "Oh yeah, I can do this now," and I'm gonna cast invisibility on myself.
What?
And then I'm going to change into hybrid form.
Valid.
What?
And then I'm
Wow.
gonna climb on the nearest rooftop and start smelling for my friends.
Make a perception check
Do
with
you
advantage.
stay invisible when you transform?
It's not a
Yeah.
spell and it's not an attack.
Nope.
Ben's like, look, I can do this now, and he just teleports.
Disappears.
Lucas just starts looking around.
You, Lucas, you can feel the presence.
Oh, you got to be kidding me!
Ben,
I gotta. Oh, I have inspiration. I'm re-rolling that. I am not getting a 4. Normal
what you got,
rolls.
Ben? What you
Much
got?
better. A 21.
God
Oh,
damn it,
God.
inspiration. Sorry.
You can't see them anymore, but you have a trail.
And I'm very fast.
Lucas has
And-
tracked invisible things in the past. Can he continue to do so?
Ooh, yeah.
I mean, to borrow a turn of phrase, you can certainly try.
Oh, here we go.
Alright. Is that what role is that?
Well, Ben, you turn invisible, transform, and you catch a scent. Are you dashing off after them? Are you saying anything to Lucas?
Well, I had already said to Lucas, "Do you want me to go after them?" And Lucas agreed. So I
Gotcha.
assumed that we're on the same page there. So.
Okay. Well, Lucas, you can hear some heavy, bear-like padded footfalls heading in some direction. Make a perception check.
That's a 10. Lucas is off to go do something else.
It was in this direction. He's not being stealthy.
Lucas
fair,
is like,
that's fair.
I give up. I'm going back to drink more.
No, this is good. This is good.
It's like I must see if I can mess with Ao with my wineskin. But yes, no, you get the general direction of where Ben is going. We'll see if you can keep up with wherever everybody else went.
Rubber.
It's all fun and
Rubber
games till he
ball.
runs into Arno later. It's fine.
So Ix and Thorn, you have a tail, although Ix, you had the impression, oh, they have no idea where we are. This is perfect.
Mhm.
So you're going along rooftops?
Yep.
Okay. You have a 20 passive perception.
I would actually try to be stealthy for what it's worth. I mean, my
Mhm.
my normal walking speed is almost their dashing speed. So even stealthily and not dashing, I think I could keep up.
All right, then make a fresh stealth check with advantage since you are invisiblest.
Invisibly. You are invisibly.
Natural 20 for a total of 28.
God damn.
He is not letting it go, guys. So Ix, I don't think she perceives that at all.
You can see Lucas going down the street trying to find where anybody is. You don't see Ben anymore. Maybe Ben gave up.
I think Ix would know better. I think Thorn would know better.
She does not know that Ben can turn invisible.
Not invisible, but that he wouldn't just give up like that.
It's like Ben's around here somewhere.
Yeah, so
Just
she
don't
would be
know
at least
where.
on alert to figure out where he's at, or to hear or listen for him, because she's like, he wouldn't give up like that.
What if we split up?
That's not a bad plan.
Let's do that.
All right, and then we literally just split paths right there, just different routes.
All right. Then you're gaining ground on them and you see them split up. What's the plan?
Odds will be Ix, even will be Thorn.
I don't know how if you would want to rule this differently, but I do want to point out that the perception would have allowed you to see Ix, but not Thorn, because I'd rolled a 25 on my stealth.
Fair.
Okay, I'll take that. In that case, I rolled for Ix anyway, but yeah.
So
Counterpoint, you were moving together initially.
We were.
And he did see
Yeah.
the person next.
yeah.
So, like, that's why I was like, I don't know if you want to rule this differently, but...
Yeah.
Mhm.
Let's see.
Well, that was my sense of smell anyway, so maybe I only smelled Ix. She's
Okay.
stinky.
Bro. You
Ben
wanna throw
finds
hands?
it canonically harder to pick out Thorn's scent in a crowd.
Thorn just smells like the crowd.
Ugh. I don't know how I feel about that.
I don't know how you should feel about that, so that is fine. So yeah, sure. Ben, you see a brief stop of motion ahead of you, and Ix takes off in a different direction from where she seems to have been going.
I'm gonna keep following her.
Alrighty.
I'm
then.
not gonna tell her. I'm not gonna say anything. I'm gonna follow her as quietly as I can.
The stealthy is it actually a chase is on then. Ix,
Here we go.
give me an acrobatics check
Oh, acrobatics.
to
Okay.
get across rooftops while trying to lose any possible pursuers.
I mean, it's not great, but it's a 15. It's a 15.
Okay.
He's probably.
okay.
I mean, he lives for acrobatics. Here we go.
Ben, go ahead and give me your own acrobatics check.
Will do. I'm trying to see if I have anything that is that improves that other than just my proficiency, but I don't think I do. So 1 second. I'm going to spend a key point and use Step of the Wind. Can I skip the acrobatics check? My jump distance is doubled for the turn.
I will still need the check, but it will still improve what you're trying to do here.
I'll take it. I'm still going to do it then. 12.
Okay. Okay, you are gaining ground quickly on your friend who is acting very mysteriously right now. Ix, another acrobatics check. Continuing across these rooftops.
That's a 17.
Okay.
Wait, do I notice that he's gaining on me?
Let's see. With a natural 20 stealth, you're not sure he's there. You're just playing it safe.
Okay, if I'm gonna play it safe, I would like to cast Misty Step on myself.
Valid. Okay, so yeah, Ben, you see Ix in a puff of silvery mist, vanishes, and then are you trying to like hide somewhere, or are you just making further progress?
Further progress. I mean,
Okay.
I'll still try to obscure my presence on the other rooftop if there's like any kind of clotheslines or pillars or tiny little structures or whatever. I will try, but I do
Okay.
need to see where I'm going.
So yes, Ben, you are still gaining, but you see Ix kind of poof, but then a little further up on the next roof, poofs back into place and is continuing on. Make an
Well,
check then, Ben.
my own what check?
Another acrobatics.
If I'm climbing, does the fact that I have a climbing speed right now help at all?
But you're already on the rooftops.
Okay.
So I would hope you're not climbing down.
You said
and
up
climbing
on another roof, so I
It
thought
sounds
I'd
like
try.
the roof that Ix got up to was up and over.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, the initial one required no skill check to get onto.
Just trying to get free
With your
things,
climbing
that's all.
God damn.
That was a 26 though.
Well, dang. Are you continuing to Step of the Wind? You are getting much closer to her.
Not after the first one. So.
Okay. One more time. Ix, acrobatics, if you would.
Oh, that's only a 12.
Okay.
That's okay. Wait, I'm not done. Since I know I'm clearly not doing as well, like I'm having an off night, I'm now going to cast Blur. This is a concentration.
Okay.
Your body becomes blurred, shifting and wavering to all who can see you. For the duration, any creature has disadvantage on attack rolls against you, which in this case wouldn't matter. An attacker is immune to the effect if it doesn't rely on sight, as with blind sight, or you can see through illusions, as with true sight. Pretty much, I'm just trying to make it harder to perceive me.
Okay.
I know it won't do 100% what it needs. Half the effect is moot, but
Making yourself fuzzier.
yeah.
Okay, valid. And let's see. Yeah, you're slipping a little bit, losing your footing, but you're still going forward. And then one more time an acrobatics check.
Oh, he's
I'm glad I'm not following you by sight.
Mm-hmm.
She doesn't know that. That was a valid
She
choice
should
to
know
make.
better, but yeah.
Oh, that's not as good. Another 12.
You wouldn't expect him to become a bear in the middle of Uncarel, even at
That's
night.
also true.
Another 12. Let's see. Let's roll the chunky die since it's Bernard here. Oh. Okay. Ben, are you hoping to what is your plan if you catch up? Are you hoping to overtake?
I was gonna
Ix?
follow her. No, I was actually just gonna follow and see if I could figure out what's going on, where they're
Okay.
going. I wasn't gonna try to stop her or like interrupt or anything. No, I'm kind of curious.
Well, you have not lost her at any point here. You have closed most of the distance. Give me a dexterity saving.
Oh boy. Oh boy. 18.
With no paladin bonus because you left him in the dust.
Dun 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 dun. Dun. All right. Yeah. All right.
I have a question.
Yes.
Would that be a successful ability check? I want to use silvery barbs.
You can't see me. You
You're not
can't use it against
Oh, I
me.
can't see you. You're right. I'm sorry. I keep forgetting you're invisible. I'm sorry. I keep going.
You also
Thank
don't know who's there.
Evil.
I mean, she has an idea, but you're right. She doesn't know for certain.
You feel pretty confident, Ix, after making some distance, splitting from Thorn. If Ben was following you, he probably went after Thorn. There's nobody around on these roofs. Nobody around that could have eyes on you at the moment.
Cool.
Especially after your spell casting. You have definitely lost any tail that you might have had.
She will slow down a little bit to kind of catch her breath, but she won't stop completely. You know, she'll still keep a pace, but she'll slow down to kind of be comfortable breathing.
And Ben, you at the last second, you almost slip a little bit on some loose roof tiles, but you managed to save it without anything clattering off or breaking under your increased bear weight.
Ooh.
They're like you see the loose ones right before you get to them, and you like have to like twist your legs in an oddly uncomfortable position when you land on that roof, but you pull it off just fine.
All right. Yeah.
So now Ix and Thorn have gone in completely different directions.
Yeah, we're still going towards the same place, but yeah.
Yep.
Lucas, you
Yes.
may, if you take a moment if you need.
No, we're good. What's up?
Okay. Give me one more perception check if you would.
14.
14. Okay. You have no idea where anyone is.
Love it. Love it. This is
Sorry,
the
buddy.
turtle incident all over again. It's okay.
I was trying to decide.
You have lost yourself.
Like I was trying to decide, but your friend stealth at a natural 20 for a 28. So
It is 1,000% totally fine that Lucas lost them all.
okay.
Lucas is like, yeah, tracks.
Like, Ben will tell me what happened.
Are you sure? You don't look okay.
No, I'm totally fine.
Okay.
I'm screaming on the inside, but I'm fine.
I wasn't gonna do anything when we got there anyway. What was I gonna do? Break into the library with you? Nah. Like,
He just wait outside. He just wait outside after we get through the gates. You kids have fun? like he's an angry dad. Like, yeah, you thought I didn't know that you snuck out. Like, it's just like,
He
just
was
to be there. Mm-hmm.
he'll just get back to the inn eventually and pretend when they come back finally. He'll just be waiting up for them. Like the dad with like kids out after curfew, just waiting.
Mm-hmm. The single
Made
lamp
even
in the
funnier
living
for
room
the
is on.
fact that Arno didn't tell anyone where he was going. Maybe Ix, but like I doubt Ix would have told anyone else. So like Lucas
she got
was like,
yourself.
"Where the fuck did everyone go?"
Okay.
People might have asked when food was being had. Thorn would have no idea if he was off by himself in the bar. But yeah, so X, you need to find a way to rejoin your co-conspirator.
Mm.
You've
I'd keep making my way to
you've
the
lost
sigil.
everybody trying to follow you.
That's true, right? She would still try and keep her stealth up as she goes, just because she doesn't want to be seen. But she'll just continue to make her way to the sigil district, to get closer to not the Crystal Chateau, but what is that whole area called again?
You had it right. Well, it's the
okay.
the Crystal Chateau is the fancy university.
Okay, yeah. So that's pretty much where we're going because that's where the library's at.
Yeah. The Allegiance of All Sight manages the Crystal Chateau University.
Okay, so she would stop a couple intersections away, probably about here, and she'll kind of look about, but she'll also kind of send out Spren, not Radiant, but to kind of see if he could perceive where Thorn might be on the rooftops, and she's back down on the streets. Actually, no. She would stay on the rooftops and just kind of hunker down and see if she could see him from whatever vantage point she has. She would still send out Spren, though, for anywhere she couldn't reach.
Okay. All right. So X is posted up, keeping an eye out for Thorn. While Spren goes off to keep an eye with his little beady snake eyes.
Beady snake eyes.
Thorn, what you up to?
I think Thorn would have made his own way to the same general area. Would I be able to make a perception check to spot Ix?
By all means.
Okay. 16.
Okay. X, go ahead and make a fresh stealth check for posting up.
Yeah, it's a good idea. Stealth it is. Oh, how come I couldn't do this when Ben was around? 22.
Okay.
This is a bad time to roll high on stealth.
I wanted it earlier. I needed it earlier. Anyway.
I know.
They spend the whole time missing each other. And then just go back to the inn.
22 stealth.
Well,
Okay.
I'm assuming I do not see her then.
I mean,
Roll.
you would probably see Spren, though.
Yeah, make another. Actually, yeah, no.
Do you want to just
roll me a d20, Heather.
Okay. 8.
8. Okay, yes, no. Thorn sees Spren.
Okay. Then I will he's probably hunkered down on a rooftop similarly, but he will stand up to show himself a bit, and kind of like wave Spren over.
Oh yeah, sorry, Spren would, if the soonest he spotted Thorn, he would immediately dart towards him.
He probably would
He would.
like be talking to Spren like,
Don't.
where is Ix? Like, can you show me where she is? Like,
After he flits around you probably once or twice to kind of make sure you're you, he'll flip back to the opposite rooftop. He just flies back.
He'll follow the snake to Ix.
So you do eventually meet back up.
We did it, guys. She's so proud.
Ben sees all of this happen.
Cool.
Probably as Thorn meets up with Ix, he'd just be like, so you're certain you lost him?
I'm sorry, what was that question again?
You're certain you lost him?
Oh yeah, ways back.
Okay.
She's confident, 100%. She believes this.
I don't know if I would be allowed to make a fresh perception check if I want to deliberately try to, but I don't know.
I don't think it's you're mistrusting Ix or anything. I think that's just Thorn's personality. Like, yeah. I believe you, but I'm still gonna do a check.
Okay. Well, and since I had Ix do the same, Ben, if you would make a fresh posting up stealth check, still with advantage, because you are still invisible. It's been less than an hour.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So do I get to make another perception?
Yes. So by all means, make a perception check.
It was a 10.
It's a real good thing Lucas isn't here.
It was a 10. I don't think I know Ben is there. So.
No, you got 26.
Alrighty.
Ben is one with this frickin' city. He is a brick on the wall. We have no idea.
I mean, he has that background feature. He knows the streets, man.
He does know the streets.
He's getting to know these streets. Not as well as just his childhood streets, but he's got experience with streets. He is streets ahead.
I knew you were going there. I knew that was going to happen.
I wasn't originally. Then I'm like, why would I not? I said the word streets too many times. But yes, you two are super covert right now. You can see the Crystal Chateau just over yon.
You ready to do this?
No time like the present.
You see a vigilant halfling figure at the front entrance.
Oh yeah. Ix will giggle to herself a little bit, quietly, not enough to like make noise. She just sits there a second.
Do we see like so this place isn't just a library, but it has a library within it, correct?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
You've been inside a little bit of it, so yeah, it is. It is also like they have a bigger school. Like it was the terrace.
Yeah, I don't need a whole description. My main question is, would I know enough from the brief time that we've been in there to know like what windows may lead into the library?
Let's see. You didn't see where the library was exactly while you were inside. Make a wisdom check for me.
Just straight wisdom?
Just a wisdom check, yeah.
Okay. 7.
Okay. As a fancy building, it's probably got a real fancy library in it somewhere.
Okay.
Actually, I'm gonna say you guys are up on rooftops right now. You could make that a perception check, although I know that wouldn't necessarily improve
It's
the
the
result
same
by one.
bonus.
Gotcha.
I don't have proficiency in perception, so.
Right. Ix, though, you could make a perception check, trying to. Well, yeah, just make your perception check, and I'll.
22.
All good. Um,
Oh, good. I like how you said that. Oh, good.
this building, it's got a real fancy dome on the top. Looking at it from the exterior, let's see. It's not like clear glass like windows. It's
Frosted.
just like semi transparent.
Oh, bad
Um,
little peak.
Mostly like the bluish and kind of wavy, so you can't see through it clearly. With a 22, uh, and with the sun down, you do see a few lights that are still lit underneath that big dome. There's something going on in there. Don't know if it's the library. Maybe they have a domed gymnasium on the top floor, but
Oh, I doubt that. Ix will point out the lights to Thorn, noting that it seems odd that there would be lights this late at night, but at the same time, I'm sure librarians stay up late, so but she'll notate it regardless. Um,
Lights mean people, though. Probably don't really want to break into a place where people are actively doing something.
not very many lights. Just like
Not
one or
many.
two.
So is there like a portion of the dome that might be more brightly lit than the other part or something?
Yeah, it's definitely like you can kind of tell where in there the lights are. It's not like the
Okay.
whole thing is light up. There's a torch or a sconce or something over here on one side.
So then he
Um,
will add to
Also,
that.
the building is probably about just like 2 stories, and then the dome extends beyond
Okay.
where the second story would be.
So he'll add to that and be like, so let's approach from that side then.
which she will not argue.
Yeah.
It makes sense. And then they'll hop their way along until they can't anymore, because obviously there are not any other roofs close enough around it, so they'll eventually have to get down to traverse back up the building.
Very good, very good. Okay, so you come up from the side that there are not lights and there is not a halfling um, who's just certain that somebody is going to try and get past him. He knows it.
He knows it. He's diligent. He's diligent.
Can't necessarily fault him in this instance.
You can't. You can't. There are. Is it okay? Is this what? Where is he at? Where is the halfling
He
at
is
Jar?
at the northern
Oh, okay,
wall.
right here. Oh, okay.
That's
Ix
the
will
only
let.
place you've come in previously.
Okay.
It
Well, we
looks
don't
to
want to
be-
go into the building. We want to go like around the building to get onto the roof.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also,
So we would be
like,
avoiding.
the north is the only like ground level proper entrance that is
That's
intended
true.
for people to come in and out of.
Okay. Yeah. Ix will of course mention to Thorn that halfling, as interesting as he may be, he does take his job seriously. Best we not be seen by him. I may or may not have antagonized him just a little bit.
Well, I don't intend to be spotted.
So yeah, we'll probably take a little bit of extra time, go around, underneath the sigil word to come back around to the back of the Crystal Chateau, where the lights are preferably not as prominent on the dome, and of course away from Jar the guard.
Gotcha. All right. So, what is the plan? Are you scaling up to the roof? Are you looking for a window?
Oh, we were going to scale up to the roof, I thought.
Yeah, that's what
we're
I thought
scaling up to the
too.
roof to where the dome is, to see if
Okay.
there's an easy way in.
Do you have anything to help with that, or are you just climbing
Each
the outside?
other.
I have a
Just-
climbing speed.
He has a climbing speed. That's right. And I do
know
not have a
he
climbing
has
speed.
climbing speed.
I do not.
Hence my question.
What if so
Have a climber's kit.
what if I climb first? Because something
Mhm.
like a climber's kit with pittons and the like, that's gonna create noise.
Oh yeah, no.
Nobody's
So
gonna notice that.
so
There's
looking
no one lining
down
the holes at the side of the building.
so looking down into this dome, it's a windowed dome, correct?
It's semi-opaque, but you can see through
Semi-opaque.
it a little bit when you're up this close to it. Yes.
Now, can I tell, like, if I were to enter through the dome, would there be any entry points I could open from the inside for Ix to get into?
Um, let's see. I'll do you one better. On your way up the side to get up to the flat portion of the roof around the dome, um, if you were to peek in uh, through some windows on your way up, um, none of the exterior windows go straight into the library, but if you peek through them, you can see through like an open doorway and across a little hallway that goes around the library. Apparently, um, it is not very far from a window to the interior of the library.
Okay, so I could open a way for her to get in after entering through the
If you
dome.
wanted to go that route, yes.
All right, I think I will. I think that's easiest.
Okay. And I won't make you roll an investigation check for this since you're up here by yourself and you have a bit of time available to you. Looking around on top of the roof, just cursory, there is a doorway that goes from the roof into the building because people have to come up here for like cleaning and maintenance sometimes.
Oh, okay. Is it locked?
It is.
I will try to unlock it with my thieves' tools.
Go right ahead.
What is my bonus to that?
A lot.
7.
I suspect.
Yeah, it's a lot. So mod 20.
That's plenty. So yes, you are able to get this door opened. It is locked from the inside, but the way it's set up, you can get it open with minimal difficulty.
Okay.
So yes, you now have an ingress point. Now we just need to do something to get Ix in there.
So I would like to go into the library,
Mhm.
stealthily, obviously, and then make my way to that door that is on the same level that Ix is on.
Okay. It's an easy enough path to follow. Give me a fresh stealth check.
What's worrying me is that my rolls are gradually, very gradually, getting
Don't.
lower.
I specifically asked you not to.
It's still good. It's still a 19. But it's like a 12 plus 7 instead of like an 18 plus 7.
Say your
Very
name,
good.
save me.
You so far you are confident that you remain undetected. By the way, what's Ben up to during all this?
Well, Ben can climb. If Ix isn't in yet, I think honestly he would hang back and let Thorn do what Thorn's gonna do to help Ix get in, and then come in behind them.
Okay. Okay. So Thorn finds the room on the southern side of the building that he had seen into before, opens the window. I presume you probably have a rope or something. You can let down a rope, let down your hair, let down a rope to help Ix get up there.
Yep.
Don't mind
Here we
me,
go.
Uh,
I was doing so well.
just for fun, make an athletics check to climb, but with advantage because you have a rope.
Why would you do this to me?
Because it's funny.
Oh, thank God for that advantage. 18.
Okay,
Oh.
yeah, you get up with no problem.
Oh.
That you climb into the second story window. You're in like a classroom, a smaller classroom that's not in use, of course, because it's after dark. Um, you can see across this room there's a door to a hallway, and across that hallway there is a door that looks to lead into the library.
First, we pull the rope back up, shut the window.
Yep.
That was gonna be my question. So Ben, you saw what way they went in. But yes, you have gained entry to the library, and you didn't even need a badge for it. Who needs badges? Badges are for losers.
Stupid badges. Oh my God. Sorry, Lucas. Nothing. Okay. Anyway, from here, obviously, we would, anytime we move to a new area or move out of a doorway or out of a hallway or into a hallway, we're peering around corners, we're listening, we're being quiet. Yeah. Specifically, we were trying to find any signs of where the more restricted section would be. Because obviously, like, the public library isn't exactly what we're looking for, but we're looking for anything that, of course, would allude to. I'm sorry, go ahead.
None of this library is public.
Oh, perfect. Never mind. Then yeah.
So then, I think what we would do is we would take a look at some of the books. I don't know what the signage is like in here, but we are looking for things on like betrayer gods, divinities in general.
Yeah, packs, that kind of thing.
Yeah,
rituals.
There is a religious nonfiction section.
Religious nonfiction?
Yes.
Okay. Did they label it like that?
I don't know.
I like it.
Okay, so we're going all the way to the end of the aisle where the Z's are.
Well, yeah. Perfect.
All right. Ben, you saw them get up there, no problem. Nobody's around. You climb up that building, open the window, and if you want, you are also inside the Crystal Chateau.
Well, Ben's used to doing a sneak, so he would definitely shut the window behind him.
As one?
Yeah. And he's going to follow his nose.
Wherever it goes.
Yeah, okay. Oh, okay. I mean, it's not a bad joke. I just don't know why I didn't expect it. I'm really more disappointed in myself. That's what it is.
So, next, you would either each give me or one of you supporting the other an investigation.
Oh, God. Investigation.
Roll
I'm proficient
separate.
in investigation. Yeah, let's roll separate. Ooh. 17.
11.
Where was this with Ben? Sorry, go ahead.
I got an 11, personally.
Oh, no.
Okay, well, you found a religion section, and you found where the Z's are, so that helps.
Unfortunately, the title of a Zahir books doesn't begin with his name.
It's like a weird spelling.
Either that or Thorn forgot that it's likely going to be ordered by author name and not by title name.
The sections are organized by like topic at least, so. And then within the topical sections there are authors. But yeah, well, Ix, with your 17, I will say you do find like in the center of the library there's a little more open area, and there is like a ginormous like a catalog looking book that just looks like it's always held open to some page or another. You don't see anybody using it at present.
Oh, is there anybody else around though? That's the other question.
You do see, because you came in the side you did come in, on the other side, it does look like somebody is up late reading by candlelight.
Do they have line of sight to the book?
They do not. You
Okay.
just see their light source.
Ix will kind of tap Thorn on the shoulder, and
You hear
then
the occasional sound of like
pages
books and
turning.
papers being shuffled.
Oh, I'm being shuffled.
A little bit distant.
Okay. But yeah, Ix will tap Thorn's shoulder, kind of angle her head, like nodding towards that person, but then also draws attention to the book a little bit further off. Give me a second. I'll be right back. And she'll make her way over there to see if she can flip through that book quietly.
Thorn's
If he
gonna
doesn't
be
stop her.
keeping a watch while she does that.
Ben's going to look back and forth like John Travolta in Pulp Fiction.
Hold on, Kitty's getting the gift right now. Hold on. Give her a second.
Okay.
I just expect it at this point. I really do, because she's just so quick with it.
On point with all of that. So sorry, I was making mysterious dice roll. Feather, you said Ix is going for the catalog?
Yes.
Okay. What is Ix looking to find specifically?
Anything related to Zahir, and rituals related to Zahir, and any pacts or, I guess, firsthand or personal accounts.
Okay. It does direct you to books on the betrayer gods. Judging from titles, it does sound like they are mostly like from an outside academic perspective. One more investigation check now that you're at the book.
Okay.
With advantage, because catalog.
Catalog, that makes sense. Oh, that's a 22. Oh.
You're looking down the list. You spot a title that looks like it might be more firsthand experiences than just dry academic notes on these evil gods.
Perfect. Ix will look back up to look around herself, make sure there's no one around, and then make eye contact with Thorn to make sure she's clear to move back to him, because he might see something she doesn't. Okay.
Do I see anything? Is it clear?
It is clear at the moment.
Okay.
All right,
As
she'll
far
head
as
back.
there is probably just one other person on the other side of the library.
That's right, yeah, because we don't even know Ben's even a thing. So she'll head back, relay the information of the possible book, and then head in the direction she thinks the section's in. Again, hushed tones, super quiet.
Yeah. Easily enough, you and Thorn are able to find this book, and I will, after session, I will get for you the contents of this book, because I completely forgot that you were doing this in the first place.
Oh.
You did promise me. You did promise me.
I said.
I prepared for like 5 things, and this was
But
not one of them.
this one. It's okay.
It was on the list.
We explicitly reminded you too.
It was on the list, yes. I didn't think you'd get this far. There's also that.
Haha.
Well, hold up.
Well, I
Oh,
think
no.
it's safe to say that ideally we are not just flipping through this book right now, we are stealing it.
Yeah. Because we don't want to linger here longer than we need to.
Maybe we'll secretly return it at some point, but I feel like Thorn
Yeah, we wouldn't waste time.
would need the time to actually study this.
Maybe if you do gain legitimate entrance, you can very easily slip it back onto the shelf.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
It was there the whole time. It never went missing. What are you talking about? Is there anything else you wish to find while you have access to this library?
So this is a book of first-hand accounts and experiences with Zahir?
various betrayer gods, not
Various
not
betrayer gods.
gods
Okay.
here.
Yeah, it's not just one on him. It was like the closest thing that Ix could find that didn't involve like rituals or anything. Unfortunately, it looks like the majority of it was academic.
This is the best chance looking at titles.
So when you
find it useful.
do they
One
not have books with rituals on it, or were you explicitly not looking for books with rituals?
No, I specified that it would be rituals as well as pacts or rituals involving Zahir.
Okay.
The 22 got me the book you got.
Okay.
They do not appear to keep that on hand in the university library.
Okay, so it might be locked behind something.
Uh-huh.
If they have something like that here to begin with.
Yeah, because you know how they are. They were fidgety when Mr. Wizard dude was checking out stuff. So.
Do you think that... So my first thought is, if I had something really secret that I don't want anybody getting hold of, I would keep a vault. And it seems to me like a place big like this that clearly took a lot of time and thought to build would have blueprints and plans somewhere.
So you're asking for an extended stay?
I'm thinking, they probably have an archive in this library somewhere. Someplace that they just put all those old plans away in. Maybe we could still look at that. Not saying we have to go into any vault tonight, but if we obtain plans, we could have a more formulated plan for next time.
That'd definitely work out a lot better, especially since we have a way back in.
Yeah.
All right.
You're the one with sharp eyes? You spotted an archive?
Let me get a look around again. And then from there, she won't leave Thorn's orbit, but she will kind of look about to see if there's anywhere that she can discern an archive would be.
Okay. Make just a straight investigation check for me.
Ooh, investigation again.
You don't have a catalog telling you where the vault might be.
I do not have the catalog.
We are looking for an archive where plans would be stored, because I assume any vault with hidden treasures in it would indeed be hidden. So, just to clarify.
Ix got a 12.
Ix sees nothing that would indicate the presence nearby of what you see.
Yeah, so she would make it back to Thorn. Nothing that I can discern. Did you want to have a go?
Yeah, I'll have a look around.
All right. They will switch.
What type check is that again, Stars?
Investigación.
Okay. Seven.
You got nothing.
We're
It's
just
not
sucking
here.
balls all of a sudden. Meanwhile, Ben's like, you can ask me. He just pops up behind him. You can ask me.
Ben's like, it's right over
Ben
there.
is actually going to whisper, wouldn't it be cool if you had an invisible friend right about now?
Ooh, Ix would move to her sword so fast. And like twist around.
What are we looking for?
Hi, Ben. I thought you weren't followed, Ix.
Ix will kind of like wince and be like, keep your voices down. I thought I lost him. And then she'll
That Misty Step thing was smart, but nope, I'm still here.
I would like Ix and Thorn to both make a charisma saving throw.
Oh,
Oh no.
this
At least
is
one of you is good at them.
At least one of me is good at them. 17. That's my number.
18.
Oh,
Hey.
damn it.
You managed to keep your reflexive reactions subdued.
Okay.
Yeah,
I
that would've been like-
assumed somebody was casting a spell at us, honestly. I was like, oh, we're
No,
already
no,
going to the
because-
worst case scenario.
You just didn't give yourselves away.
Okay. Yeah.
So yeah, Ix will look. She'll wince. She's like, "Thought I lost him."
Okay, we can talk about that later. What are we looking for?
We're looking for an archive that they might store blueprints or plans of this place.
Okay. I can't think of any genuine reason why Ben would have any insight on where to start looking for this. So
He did work at the Cobalt Soul Library. Maybe libraries are kind of similar. Use the same knowledge.
I wouldn't say he ever worked there.
yeah.
Okay, I'm sorry. You wandered around in the library and got books for people.
Use
He
your
spent some
librarian
time in this
senses.
one a couple of times.
Well, let's go with it though. I mean, at the Cobalt Soul there's a lot more underground. Maybe they have a basement.
That's actually not a bad
That's a pretty good idea.
suggestion. All right,
Let's find some
to the
stairs.
lower levels.
Okay, follow me.
Ben, you're invisible.
Yeah, it's gonna be a little difficult. Also, could you always do this?
No. Ask about it later. So Ben, don't follow me then. Just don't get caught.
I fully expected you to just sound like there was more and then have nothing more.
How about
Mhm.
Ben? How about you
No.
hold Ix's hand or something so that we know where you're going?
She will tentatively put out her hand and wait.
Ben, don't grab her hand.
Okay, cool. She'll grasp back and walk quietly,
Take my
stealthily
hand.
with him.
It's gonna be the most ridiculous stealth scene ever.
Mm-hmm.
Well, all right then. So you guys are making
Oh,
your
it's
way out
fuzzy.
of the library.
His hand is fuzzy.
No, I'm human Ben now.
Oh, never mind.
If you
Get
didn't
through
see
that
that,
window.
stars. Yeah, I put that in the chat that Ben would have changed back because being big indoors is not a good idea. So
Sad.
Maggie's everyday struggle. Every day. All right. So are you leaving out of the library, but staying inside the building and heading downstairs, or what's the?
I guess, yeah, if we're gonna head downstairs, do you guys think it would be safe to stay inside, or should we go back outside?
I don't think there's a way to the basement from the outside.
Yeah, I think sneaking around inside will be probably better in the long run.
Okay, I'll tell you what. I'm gonna go ahead and I'll check the stairs first, and then I'll send a signal for you guys, just a couple of taps on the wall to follow. And then I'll go further and tap.
Okay. I can do that.
All right. Ben, starting with you, go ahead and make a stealth check, still with advantage.
Um, 25.
Okay.
Just barely. Just barely making it around here.
Barely.
Okay. Is it break time yet?
It is break time. Let's take our break.
Pizza rolls.
I
All
guess
right,
if I
gets
turn
back.
my camera off, we'll...
Excellent. And we return to the thrilling tale of the library heist. Ben, you got your 25. You sneak towards the exit of the library, the most prominent exit. Actually, no, you don't have to go anywhere in particular. You can just go back out the way you guys came. Is that the plan?
Well, I thought we were gonna find stairs and try to go downstairs.
Yeah, we're looking
from
for a
inside.
basement.
Right,
we're
but getting
still in
out,
the-
getting out of the library, there's a hallway around you.
Oh, yeah. Sorry. Yeah, we would, whatever that hallway is to
Going
go
back
down.
out
That's,
the way you came
yeah.
in.
Okay.
So hey, you make it back out there. Don't have to sneak past anybody, so nobody is any the wiser. Give me a perception check, Mr. Forward Guard, Vanguard.
Would smell help me at all? And well, I'm not a bear. Never mind.
Bernard the Vanguard.
No, I got a 4.
Oh, now you get bad rolls, you son of a bitch.
Coast is clear.
We were doing well until Ben. I love this.
And then
Okay.
Ben happened.
I mean, we had no reason to believe.
Do either of us get to make perception checks, just given
Yeah,
that we
we
are
would-
probably keeping an eye out?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, well, there's
Oh no.
nobody in the library around you
Yeah.
is caught wise, but Ben was scouting further ahead.
So when
Oh.
he taps on the wall, we go.
Okay, I see, yeah.
But when you
Mhm.
get to the point that Ben checked, you can make your own checks when you get there, yes.
Okay.
Okay. Then yes, that's what we will do.
I guess I would send a signal for them to come down the flight of stairs. Come down one story.
We would follow
So, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
stealthily.
Then, easily enough, you find, because the way downstairs is not hidden. It's paths. I couldn't decide between path and passage enough, so it sounded like I was about to lisp. The path is clearly marked that you need to take. You get to the top of the stairwell. Give me another perception check, Ben.
An 11 this time.
Coast is still clear.
The coast is toast. All right. Let's keep this moving. Tap, tap, tap.
Tap,
All
tap,
right.
tap.
After we do our own perception checks, we would then move forward. Because we want to make sure we're not being seen, or nobody knew cross paths while Ben was going.
Gotta check your 6 on the way out of here.
Mm-hmm. I rolled a 17.
Hey, it's the number again.
It's the number again.
12.
Oh, okay.
Those
Coast is
rolls, they're gradually getting lower.
You had to say something.
I was only pointing out what was
Yeah.
already happening.
No. You brought it to
I
life.
am sure it's fine.
Onward we go.
Onward. All right, Ben. You tippy tap creep down the stairs.
Just out of curiosity, in spite of these perception checks, have I, at any point during this, been able to actually see any people in the building and what they look like and what they're wearing?
At the moment, you have not actually seen anyone besides your companions.
Okay. So another perception check, you said? Yeah. 7.
Coast is clear.
What the hell, dude?
Ben's just happy to be invited on this heist. So
Oh, okay. Okay. Tap, tap, tap.
yep, come along.
Ix and Thorn will do perception checks to make sure nobody knew us.
Check the rear.
I rolled well this time. I got 21.
I only got a 16 this time.
All right, yeah, nope. Nobody is any the wiser, as far as you can tell.
We're fucked. Okay.
Well, Ben, you are back at ground level. From where you are, I would say if you come just a little bit out from where the stairs are, you can see like left or right. If you go like look left, looks like the hallway just goes on and there's some rooms down there. If you look to the right, you can see the main entrance, and you can see a halfling figure at the gate, looking outward.
Okay. You said the main entrance, like the main entrance to leave, come and
Of the
go.
building.
Okay. He's looking
You can
outward.
You can see outside.
Okay. Do I see any other stairs that go, or any? Gosh, we're probably gonna start opening doors at this point. If there isn't an obvious way to go down.
Yeah. You see across the hallway, it looks like there is like another stairwell. So just like up either side of the building, you could go up or down.
Okay. Can I go take a peek into that stairwell before sending the signal to my friends?
Go ahead.
Okay. Perceptione. 13.
You hear footsteps coming down the stairs.
Oh boy.
Not hurried. Very, very casual.
Coming down the stairs that we just came down?
That you're looking up.
Okay.
There are like some landings, and they change direction a couple times. You don't see anyone. You just hear the footsteps because they kind of echo.
I think my geography is confused. All right. I'll back up a bit and kind of make my way back to Ix and Thorn and say, somebody's coming.
Brilliant. We're gonna find a place to hide.
Yeah.
We're still in the stairwell, right? Where he found
The
us.
two of you are, yes.
And the stairwell that Ben looked down is a distance away.
You had to cross the hallway, go a little bit in a little side passage, and then he could look up and listen.
Oh, okay. So it is like right around the corner.
Yeah, it's just across from you. You guys came down one set of stairs, then over on the other side, there's another set of stairs that goes up and down.
Okay. Yeah, we're gonna have to move out of the stairwell. If we move out of the stairwell into that open area.
Well, no, it's the other stairwell across the way that Ben is checking. There's footsteps, not the way that you guys came down.
Yeah, but we're on the main level, right? You said to the right of us is the open where Jar is, the halfling guard.
Yeah. If you come out, if you were to come all the way out to the hallway.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then to the left was rooms.
Yeah, hallways. There's a couple of branching paths that you can't see where they lead from here.
Well, double backing wouldn't be advised.
Are there any like niches in like the wall that we could like kind of press into, like not an alcove? Yeah.
Let's see. Yeah, there are some niches. They do have statues in them. They're wide enough to accommodate things like that.
Any like small shadowed areas too as well, like, you know, something that might just help hide us a bit better.
For sure.
Okay, let's just do that rather than like finding like another room to hide in or anything.
Okay. The two of you, if you're going to try to do something like that, go ahead and make stealth checks to successfully hide thyselves.
Stealth check, proficient in stealth check. All right.
21.
16.
16. That's becoming the new number.
I don't like that.
You've been demoted by 1.
I blame Bast.
Well, actually, that's fair.
Thank you.
I'm the one who suggests we continue, so.
All right, here we go.
So, Ben, you're still invisible, but the footsteps are coming down in your direction. Are you staying put and just like staying off to one side? Are you moving out of the? What are you doing?
I don't think Ben would. I mean, obviously he'd get out of the way. He'd make sure of that. What could?
Yeah, would he distract them?
I think I might try for that. Can I go down this like a hallway on this first floor?
Deeper into the building, away from the entrance.
And try to like wait for them to come into view, and then I have a flute in my inventory. Can I play my flute? Just like a couple of notes.
You absolutely can. Okay. So yeah, it just takes maybe a minute or so. Everybody gets into position, hiding themselves, getting somewhere further in a little bit. Um, Man, after about a minute, you see a figure in some of the allegiance robes, similarly garbed to like what you saw the headmaster in, but less ornamented. Um, you do see a figure come out into the hallway. Give me a wisdom check, Ben.
I'm a wise guy. That's a
There we go.
natural one, sir.
Look at this wise guy.
For a total of 3.
Do you have inspiration?
I know, I used it so I could keep caught up with you.
So just for funsies, roll a performance check.
That's a 19.
Are you serious?
The best notes I've ever played.
How?
So the figure comes out into the hallway.
Actually, just so we're clear, that
yes.
should be what did I roll on that? An 18?
18
plus 4. So that should actually be a 22 because I'm proficient in flute.
Very good, very good.
Really good notes.
Super in tune. Crisp.
And you said you're just playing a few notes, not
Just
like
a couple of notes, not like a song.
Just
Okay.
the C scale.
Marvelous. An arpeggio.
That vibrato in the end.
The figure comes into view out of the little stairwell hallway. They start to turn towards the exit. But that wasn't part of your plan. They came out, you saw them, rolled a natural 1. It's time to play some flute. Get their attention.
All right.
You very beautifully play just a few random notes, just trilling away for a brief moment on your flute.
I want you
stop.
2 players to promise me that no matter what happens, you keep going with your plan. You let Ben handle this.
Okay.
You did not say any of that, and that is metagaming, so here we
It
go.
is. Suck it up.
So this academic individual starts to turn to head towards the exit, stops in their tracks, turns around behind them like very curious. They call over their shoulder, "Jor, did you let anyone else in?"
Jor, that's his name, Jor.
"No, sir, Professor. Nobody's gotten past me tonight."
Damn it.
I'm laughing out of character.
Are you?
Yes.
Is it only that?
I mean, Ix would probably snicker a little, but it would be way quieter than Heather's obnoxious laughter.
I want to try to stealth a little bit further down the hall.
Okay. Whoever answers first, high or low?
Low.
Okay. The professor apparently starts walking in the direction that he heard flute noises. So Ben, you're going deeper into the building.
Mm-hmm.
Fantastic. Ix and Thorn, he goes past you.
So,
So he passed us. He pretty much double backed, and the professor followed after the sound.
Yeah.
Right.
Like, I could
After-
swear I heard something.
Yeah. Ix would stay where she was at. She wouldn't move just yet. Yeah.
Okay. After a couple of minutes of looking around, not looking too deeply because it was just a brief sound. There shouldn't be anybody else here. Jordan never lets anyone get past him. The professor gives up, uh, heads towards the entrance, wishes Jor a good night, and tells him he can go ahead and lock up for the night. And thanks for letting him in so late.
Ooh. Lock
Jor,
up, you say?
Jor nods, closes the doors to the building, and starts his patrol of the interior.
Which way does he go first? Can we
Uh,
discern? Can we hear his footsteps?
Can I?
You can. He is going down the main hallway, kind of in. He walks past you and Thorn in the direction of Ben. Ben, where are you at this point? Are you just going down one of the side hallways, or do you duck into a room?
If there is a hallway that specifically goes in the opposite direction of the stairs, if that makes sense, like just
Well,
away
there's-
from them, directly away. So, but yeah,
Okay. Okay. Go ahead. Give me a wisdom check.
this went well last time. 9.
He is heading in the same direction that you are trying to back away from him. He's just got he's got a little lantern. He's just casually walking the hallways, just making sure nothing's out of place. Nothing's where it shouldn't
Yeah.
be.
If he's going the direction I'm in, then I won't blow in the flute.
Alrighty then. Ix and Thorn, Jor goes out of your sight.
But he passes
Mm.
us.
He passes you, turns a corner somewhere, you don't see him anymore. You see his light fading out of view.
Ix will hold her breath for a second, count to 10, and then peek around her statue to see Thorn's next move before she goes out and tries to go to the next stairs to go down.
so is Jor still in this general vicinity, or has he
is
moved
gone.
on?
He's moved on deeper into the building,
Okay.
Unbeknownst to you, in the same direction Ben went.
Okay. I'm gonna move on to the next staircase down.
Ix will follow.
Okay. Well, you don't see staircases that go further down. There's just another staircase across the way that goes back up.
Oh.
Oh, sorry.
It's just
I
on
completely
the other side of the
misunderstood.
building.
Oh, okay.
It probably goes up to the same place, but on the same side.
Yeah.
On the
So
other
the-
side, rather.
Then we're not going up the stairs.
Yeah.
We'll then explore the main level, see if there's, again, any archived or doors in the main area that could lead to either a basement level or, again, archives that
Yeah.
have blueprints of.
Investigation, then, either both of you individually or one supporting the other.
I
Do you
will
wanna do-
support you. So
Okay. Oh, thank you for that. Oh, that's good.
Support your bad
23.
decisions.
nice.
23.
All right.
Yes.
Look around. You find offices, classrooms, faculty rooms. I would say it takes a little bit. You do find a passage eventually that looks, well, it's locked, but it's very out of the way. Looks like this is a unauthorized entry, not allowed type of place.
Ooh, good. Ix will, of course, draw attention or draw Thorn's attention to the door and kind of motion him to the door. And then she'll take post at either the end of the hallway or whatever niche that we may be around. If it's like a small dead end or whatever, she'll take post.
Is it locked, Stars?
Yeah. It is
I'm
locked.
gonna unlock it.
I just like it. I'm gonna unlock it.
22.
You feel very confident as you come to this lock. Locks cannot defeat you, Thorn. This lock is stubborn.
Oh.
It holds shut.
Again.
Can I try one more time?
The DC will go up, but you can try a second.
Okay.
I have no inspiration. Do you have any more inspiration?
I do.
Okay. Get better than a 22, I guess. I don't know how much better you gotta be.
Well, that was only a natural 15, so I can do a lot better than that potentially.
Here we go.
And I did do a bit better. 24.
Feel like you've almost got it.
It's a 25.
I don't know if there's
Dang.
some lock or what it is. It will not heed your bidding.
All right.
It's a very well crafted lock. You're a little bit impressed, even if you hate it.
Even if I got a natural 20, I wouldn't beat that.
Also, Ben.
Mm-hmm.
You've never been invisible before, I don't think.
No, I don't think so either.
There is a sensation that is not familiar, but you think you know what it might be. The power that you use to turn invisible.
It's been an hour.
You can feel it starting to weaken rapidly.
Okay. So I was thinking Ben was probably trailing behind Mr. Halfling guy, but if I'm still trailing behind, I might.
If you stayed put, he would have gone past you at some point.
Okay. Well, I'd say if I'm starting to feel this, I would let him just go on, and I would start to make my way toward the staircase where the others were. So.
Marvelous. Make a stealth check without advantage.
Oh man, I like having advantage.
Most do.
17.
Where did that die even go to? My die turned invisible.
It rolled high on its stealth.
Jor turns around rapidly. Who's there?
Oh, shit.
He doesn't appear to have seen you, but he definitely heard you.
I'm gonna try to hide behind a door, or a wall, or anything.
All
or
right.
if I can do that cool monk thing where they jump up in the ceiling and push their hands and arms out.
Make an acrobatics check, or an athletics check.
This is probably the worst choice. Oh boy.
Actually, what is your strength score?
I rolled a natural 1.
Never mind.
So
You hop, and your feet make a sound as you land again.
can I use
Who's
my
that?
other new feature to cast Disguise Self and change into that professor I saw walk out the door?
You can. You do so just before Jor comes around the corner in a huff and almost knocks into you. He's like, "Oh, hello, Professor. What? You're back. What are you doing here?" He's looking at you a little suspiciously.
I'm gonna fuck. I'm gonna put my finger to my mouth, like, and then I'm gonna start to lead him to the staircase that we came down.
Okay.
I'm gonna try to lead him up to the place that we came. No, not the floor that we came in. Either the one above it or the one below it.
Okay. Well, there's only 2 floors.
Okay. In that case, that kind of sucks. I misunderstood that. In that case, I'll still take him there, and we'll go and explore that floor. And I'm just going to not say anything at all, and pretend I'm looking for something furiously.
Make a deception check without disadvantage.
Okay, I'll take that. It still rolled 2. I guess we take the one on the left. I still only got a 7.
You said you used your inspiration?
I sure did.
God.
What's going on, Professor?
I don't know how. Let's see.
You heard him speak briefly.
I did, but that would require Ben to make a performance check, and I'm trying to avoid that.
Yes, it would.
But Ben's gonna make a performance check.
Do it.
But he's gonna like do it in like a low whisper or whatever, just to, keep up the ruse.
Go for it.
I saw lights in the building.
So you came in to investigate it yourself.
Yes. Upstairs.
Interesting.
Follow me.
I'll follow you. He's keeping a real close eye on you.
I'm gonna have to punch me a halfling here in a few minutes. So
you follow
Ix is
him
brought.
around, racking your brain, trying to figure a way out of this. You can probably tell that he is not bought into it, that he's not sure what to do. But you don't like the direction his thoughts are probably going.
Okay.
What do you think Ben will end up having to do, or what will be his end game?
I mean, Ben's probably used to resorting to violence. So not by choice necessarily, just because things always go wrong. Maybe if he manages to get him upstairs, or if he seems really resistant in moving. What would... Give me 1 second.
Well, I just had a thought. Professor, if you would indulge me, since it must be presented on entrance to the building, could I see your badge?
Ben is going to reach into his illusory backpack.
And you have seen the badges. You saw Prolix's. You know what they look like.
And he's going to pull out his Medal of the Maze. And in one hand, and then he's gonna just say, "I'm sorry, duty," and punch the guy with the other hand.
I'm not gonna make you roll. You punch him.
Obviously, I'm
mad.
not trying to kill him. I just
Yeah.
if that's enough to hurt him, I don't know, but
That
I don't want him dead.
it surprises him. It sends him reeling enough to distract him. Are you making a break for it? What's your plan?
No, I'd want to knock him unconscious. We're gonna go all the
Okay.
way.
So you hit him multiple times.
Oh,
Okay. Got my badge right here.
Yeah. Yeah. No, you knock this man out. You lay him out on the floor.
crap. No, I'm not there.
I would take out my healer's kit, make sure he's not bleeding, make sure nothing's broken. I'm not gonna heal him to bring him back up.
Make
I
a
just
medicine
maybe
check.
want to help him recover a little bit better
Okay.
while we're gone. Medicine check.
Yeah.
19.
Okay. You pull out like a little ice pack. You lay an ice pack on his forehead, and you're like, "That's good enough."
That's good enough.
No, that
I'll
one's
be
on me. And then I think I'll make it back to the stairs and try to find the others and be like, gotta go.
All right. What are you guys trying to do? You're stymied by this door at the moment, but part of your goal was to find possible archive.
And this looks to be some kind of important office or a room of some kind.
It's you can't tell what's beyond it, but it is definitely a authorized personnel only kind of place.
Are we able to try and just pick the lock one more time?
Oh my god.
I would accept no as an answer because we've already tried twice.
I would think not, because the DC does go up each time. I don't know if you
Okay.
can hit the third DC.
Okay. So I think Thorn would look back at Ix and go like, I can't get this lock. Do you have any?
You get the feeling if you kept going and did badly again, you might ruin your pick set.
Man, if only they had the master locksmith with them.
He's at the forge.
No one said this was going to be a thing you did tonight. So
He's busy making little rings over and over and over and over and over and over and over.
Natural armor can't fix this.
But do you, Ix, have any magic that, I don't know.
None
None
that
that would be
wouldn't be
quiet.
destructive.
Yeah. Where did Ben go?
I think he
Right here. Hi, guys.
Oh.
What the?
I'm not invisible anymore.
I know,
Oh,
but
I do look like the
you-
professor, though. This is me. It's Ben.
Why do you look like the professor? What happened?
Voice is low.
So-
Voice is low.
Right.
The little halfling guy saw me because I wasn't invisible anymore. Hey, he's unconscious. What did you find?
So, wait, he's unconscious? Does that mean that there are no guards actively patrolling any longer?
I think so.
Ben, break down this door.
Break the door. Bust that door. Right now. Both of us are just
I
like.
don't know why that's so
"Eek,
funny to me.
Never mind the fact that he also has lockpicking tools, but again, the DC. I don't know what Ben's sleight of hand is.
I think
It's actually
Thorn
probably better
is...
than both of yours.
Maybe.
Oh, I know it's better than mine for sure.
Mine's +8.
Ooh, yeah. Is one better than mine.
I don't know if this would actually give me any advantage in doing this, but Ben will keep up the illusion and transform into a large bear version of the professor, and then try to pull the door off, try to rip the door off the hinges.
Go ahead, give me a strength check.
These aren't quite as good as I'd like them to be. That's a natural 1. You want to silvery barbs me now?
Yes.
Silver barbs only works on a successful check.
Oh, does it?
You steal
Damn
somebody
it.
else's
Oh yeah,
success.
I steal somebody else's.
I succeeded at failing. Does that count?
No.
Well, I mean, if
No.
you want Ix to steal your failure.
She can
Give
have
somebody disadvantage on the check.
it. No, this door is it's a good door. They got good doors here.
They really
Well-
invested in that good oak.
Well, at least we have an idea of where it's at. We can always revisit this later.
They might have more guards next time.
Were there? Yeah, that's true. You did knock a guy out. Were there windows, do we think, that might have looked into here?
Mm,
This,
None.
from the walking around you've done, you feel like this isn't at the edge of the building.
So there are no windows.
yeah. It's definitely closed off. No, we'll either have to wait a little bit and come back, or come back with a little bit more risk. At least we're not empty-handed. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. We've already caused enough, considering there's an unconscious half-elf upstairs.
Halfling.
Halfling, thank you.
He's just a little guy
I know.
with a big heart.
I think
She doesn't know that.
I think Thorn does look very frustrated, like if he could just get this fucking door open. And probably looks like he wants to argue against that, but like after a second, like with a look of resignation, would be like, yeah, we'll have to try again another night.
Ix will kind of give an understanding look. We'll come back. It's not off the table. And then we will head towards the exit, I guess. Are we going to go
Alright.
out the main doors, or are we going to go out a window?
I feel like out a window is still a good idea because it's not as seen. So
Yeah, that's smart. Plus, he already locked the doors, so...
yeah.
Oh, that professor's going to be in so much trouble. They're going to question the shit out of that dude. You know they... All right, we're going to make our way back up to the second level.
Thor totally thought that was actually the professor.
It's
100%.
performance of a lifetime, Oscar worthy.
His lifetime.
So I guess
After
at this
Ben
point
murdered him.
we would make our way back to the tavern. I don't know if
Yep.
we still have to roll things or not, but
Nah,
okay, cool.
nah. You guys get out of the building. There's nobody left that's gonna catch you, that you know of.
Gonna hide that book Ix found in my bag, or something. Hide it on my person in some way.
Okay. It's a little thick, so it's a little tricky, but you do the best you can.
She thick.
Aku meme, extra thick.
How long would you say this entire heist took?
It took a while. I'd say, like, getting back there and back, at least like an hour and a half.
Does that put us to the end of Arno's workday or nah?
Arno's about done. Yeah, you can say Arno gets back shortly before they do. So, back at the Hairy Mongoose.
The mango goose. The goose mango.
The Hairy Mangoes.
Gross.
Pass. Passing.
Nonchalantly pass. Like,
Yeah. I like to think that after a little bit of time, when it didn't take Lucas long to realize that he completely lost track of all three of them. And
Tracking devices on those people.
yeah, he's like, whatever. And he's like, I don't even think he's like that mad about it. He's just kind of baffled by it all. But
how did this happen? How did I let this happen?
just whatever. And he makes his way back to the tavern, and I think he just kind of takes up a nice table post with the drink,
Facing
right
the
where
door.
you can like see the door. Yep, Just like
Just saw it coming.
casual, very casual lean.
I feel like if he could, he would pull like the thing that Mrs. Incredible does in The Incredibles, where he's like sitting in the dark, like ready to turn on a light. Like,
All right. Well, you wait for a while before anybody else gets back. Arno, I presume you head back after finishing your work for the day with Murdoch.
Yup. Yeah. So Arno would go back to the tavern and walk in and see a very stern-looking Lucas, and would for some reason be like, "What did I do? Wait."
He's like, if you needed me, I was at the forge. I did she not tell you? Like, I don't. What's
It's not even Arno, but at this rate, you can't trust anyone. Ix and Arno left without word, just disappeared. A short while later, Ix and Thorn just both took off and disappeared without a word. He doesn't know who's in on it.
Arno would 100% look over at Thorn and be like,
There's no look over at Thorn. Thorn's not here.
"Oh, not Thorn, Lucas," and be like, "Is everything okay?"
Slow sip.
What did I do?
that is what we call a power move, kids.
Intimidation check, Lucas.
Intimidation check. Please hold.
I thought you said Lucas couldn't be a dad.
I mean, that's a dirty 20.
What would I roll to contest an intimidation?
I get the wisdom or let's see. Wisdom. So
Oh, right. Okay. Well, cool. Nope. It's a 5. He thinks he's in trouble.
I've committed every sin.
I thought I was supposed to be mad at you, not the other way around.
Be like, "Listen, I don't know what happened? Or why you were upset?"
Lucas is such a dick. He's just letting him flounder. He's just sitting there, just absorbing it. Where have you been tonight? Up to anything fun?
I mean, I was making your armor.
Inside check. $15.
I can do it.
I mean, you're not trying to hide anything.
Yeah, I mean, it just means you're telling the truth.
Yeah. So you can tell that he's telling the truth, and he is very confused and why Lucas is angry. Just like.
Lucas gets the impression that this answer is very nervous, but not necessarily because he's hiding anything.
Yeah, that's fair. So he just takes another nice slow step, because there's that moment of just he believes Arno. He knows it is the truth. He's still letting him stew for like half a second, and he just follows it up with any idea what Ix and Thorn were up to tonight?
Ix went within 5 feet of Thorn?
They left the bar together. Chummy as can be.
No, she didn't mention any of that.
I'm not actually mad at you here. I just have had plenty of time to stew on the fact that they decided that clamoring on a joint, they decide what words? They decided to go on a rooftop stroll together. And the only reason I know that is because Ben was able to follow them.
How long have they been gone?
Checks an invisible watch because there's no, like, a little invisible timepiece.
Yeah.
It's like an hour,
Long
hour and a
enough
half,
you've had to refill your drink many times.
several drinks worth.
Oh.
Normally I wouldn't care, but considering, as you said, Ix was unlikely to get within 5 feet of Thorn anytime soon, kind of makes the guy wonder, don't you think?
It is very curious that she literally said nothing to me about it. But you know,
Look at Heather's guilt. Look at it.
It is not my guilt. It is Ix's guilt. I am an angel. Mute myself now before I have to roll persuasion on that.
Lodi, press X to out.
Yeah, Arno would probably just have a like. Ooh, I mean, I guess I should be used to people keeping things from me. But
Womp, womp.
We've lost Kitty, everybody. Touche.
She is broken.
Takes another sip.
Yeah.
Takes another sip.
We're gonna get there and he's gonna pull out the ultimate move. I'm not mad. I'm just disappointed.
Yeah. Arno 100% would give Lucas a side eye and then proceed to sit next to him and order a drink. Like, okay, yeah, we're gonna wait, I guess.
All right, so do we have a little bit of time before we get there? Talk to Ben.
Oh, yeah.
Kind of make a plan.
Oh yeah. I mean, it's on a mile and you're walking. That's like 30 minutes of walking, depending on how fast you go.
Ix would not admit that she was easily tailed, but she will give like a small praise to Ben. Like she'll go, "It's pretty impressive, keeping up with me." Did Lucas stay behind, or is he hidden somewhere?
Oh, he stayed behind.
So he knows we left,
Oh yeah.
but he doesn't know where.
Oh no.
Thorn, do you want them to know where we were? Yeah.
You know, I don't think we need to keep it from them.
All right. I imagine questions will be asked.
None of us trust the allegiance, so...
It's fair. All right. Well, when we get back, I will let you do the talking. Ben, you don't talk at all.
What?
You had to knock out a halfling.
I'll just get something to eat.
That's not surprising. How did you tail me? Like, she's not gonna let it go. Like, as they're walking, that's gonna be the remainder of the conversation of her trying to figure out what she did wrong, and him just nonchalantly not telling her that it was all by sense of smell and he was in his hybrid form. He's just like, I just could see you. I just figured it out. I'm just that good. Like,
He just shrugs.
oh, that's frustrating. They'll head back.
So about 15 minutes after Arno arrives back at the bar, y'all see your friends come back in the door.
Ooh, who goes in first? Hold on. Who would go in first?
If you want Thorn to do the talking, he probably goes in first.
Okay. Ben, do you care which sequence you enter the building? Are you even paying attention to that?
Ben will just go in and be like, "Oh, hey guys."
All right. Ix will come up the rear, I guess, and just kind of look at Lucas and Arno. Would she discern that they're upset or perturbed?
You can roll an insight check.
I will also roll an insight check.
Here we go.
What's the DC to figure out glaring daggers?
It's a 4. They're just sitting there enjoying their drinks.
They're looking.
27.
Mod
Ooh.
20.
27.
God damn.
Right.
Ben got a 20. I'm
Looking
done
at
with
it
this.
very intently.
Ix will actually.
22.
Oh my god.
What did Arno get?
22.
22.
Okay. So, how crowded is the bar at this time?
A fair number of people. Seems reasonably popular for this area.
Okay. Thorn's gonna walk straight up to them and then kind of like gesture for them to get up as he just kind of has like a, come on, back to the room.
He's like, get up.
We got things to talk about.
Okay. Ix would head back
He
to
did
the
not
room.
see the bad mood, so, he's not gonna do this more delicately.
He didn't pick up the actual. They definitely clocked. They look at you.
Yep.
Like you
Raised
can't tell if
eyebrow.
it's pained or serious or what the mood
You have
is.
Stonewall reactions. That's what you have here. That's
Well-
nothing about bad mood.
He's still gonna say that.
Valid.
I'm deciding on a scale of 1 to 10 how irritated Lucas would be at that comment.
There's a polyhedral with that.
Yeah. There is, you know? I don't even think I need to roll for it, though. I think there's a bristle. But,
You can always add a modifier to it if you think you need it.
No, I was just deciding how badly it rubbed me the wrong way versus...
Roll a d6.
But you
plus
know, he'll get up. He will be silent. He will walk to the room.
Oh, that's worse, guys. That's worse.
Ooh.
I wasn't mad before. I'm mad now.
Great. What could go
Yeah.
wrong?
So, do the two of you follow them to the room?
Yeah. Arno would definitely shoot Ix a look, which would just like, it would not be disapproving. It would just be resigned. Like, just. Alright. Mm-hmm.
Ix will not give a reaction, or at least not change her demeanor apart from walking towards the room. She'll make eye contact with him. Yeah. She'll see his look. She'll seem to acknowledge it by staring at him, but then she'll just turn away and just walk. Meanwhile, Ben's like, I had a great time. Why is everyone all upset?
Ben is the only person that, like, Arno is 100% Ben.
To the room then.
Yep.
You head back to the relative privacy of your little tiny room.
Once we're in the room and the door is closed,
Unlocked.
yeah, and locked, curtains drawn, if there are curtains or blinds of some kind, Thorn will take out the book that we pilfered and say, so we did some snooping around the Allegiance. Started out for personal reasons, but we did find something that could just in general be helpful for what we need. It's a book on the Betrayer Gods, which given how often we keep running into the ilk, could help prepare us in going down to... I'm forgetting the name personally out of character.
Kale Morrow.
Kael'Mara. Haven't really had a chance to look through it more thoroughly, but... well, we will.
So you did a heist.
Borrowing.
More or less. I'm not gonna mince words, yeah.
And when did you guys just come up with this plan?
About... what was it?
8 hours ago?
Yeah. 6 to 8.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh. Yeah, he would definitely give Ix a look like, oh, interesting. And you guys decided that you should just do that on your own? Not tell anyone else that, like, you guys were gonna do it? No backup in case something bad went down?
Well, I was there. I helped. I was back up.
Ben did help.
But we didn't
Yeah, but
expect him to, so Arno's concern is warranted.
Ooh. Ix will kind of...
It started out as just Ix and I because she wanted to help me find a way of potentially looking into breaking my pact.
Ix will then now look at Arno like, that's why. With too much sass, like way too much sass. Like she shouldn't have done it with as much sass as she did. Like if it was a little bit, she probably could have got away with it. But she did it like, what I say, I was telling the truth.
Was
like,
that a look or a statement?
No, it was a look.
Okay.
I was just elaborating on it way too much.
Thorn has no sass or sarcasm as he's saying this. It's more like a, all right, I am laying out my cards on the table, you know. Here's the truth. Yeah.
Ix now has 2 raised eyebrows from Arno, and they're kind of like, excuse you. But yeah, would probably turn away from her and look at Thorn and being like, did you think we would also not want to help you with that? Because we all seem pretty okay with Ix and her journey, so if you're also trying to get out of your pact, we would help if you told us.
If I'm gonna be frank, I don't know that... I didn't say anything because I don't know. I don't know yet. I'm exploring options. We'll put it that way. So it's not really a thing I necessarily want put out there too much, especially given, you know, who knows what they know. And when you put it out in words, it kind of makes it a little bit harder. So the less you talk about it, the better.
Okay.
Okay.
Can I
That
insight
it?
check that? Can I insight check that? To see if it's an okay, like I accept it, or it's an okay, like, yeah, I'm just taking what you're saying, but I'm not taking
Check
it.
away.
Okay. 22?
21.
Oh.
I think Lucas is still miffed about something. I don't think with a 1 difference you'd guess what.
Yeah, probably not. But the okay is not okay.
I mean, the okay is not like, fuck off, Thorn. The okay is...
Like, I acknowledge what you said. Okay.
Yeah, you know. Ix would know. She is a master of the cold.
Master of the what? I'm sorry, you cut off.
Cold look.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
Yeah. She would know the difference between a fuck off and a miffed at you. All right. Does anybody else have anything pressing that they need to look into by themselves? You don't have to say what. You can just say, I'm headed off to do a thing. Be back later. Maybe that could be our code word from now on.
Is that what you're upset about? That we
No.
left without telling
No
you?
Ix. You know what? Never mind.
All right.
I'm glad that you two were able to put your differences aside, whatever they might be. I hope you find what you're looking for, Thorn.
What does that mean?
No more.
No, explain. Put our differences aside. What does that mean? Just because Thorn doesn't want to be with me and it's just not going to work out? It's just, what, we can't operate together anymore? Or is it the fact that we went out without you knowing because you're not in control? Is that the problem?
I would love to discuss the finer parts of the difficulties in interpersonal relationships with UX. But tonight, not tonight.
Right. It's never tonight. It's never right now. It's only when everyone else wants to do it. But you're right. Please feel free to take however much time you want to talk about whatever it is between Thorn and I.
Man, it's really hard because I feel like Lucas would just have a response, and I'm just like, what's it gonna be, buddy? You're in this.
You can't let it go, man. But at the same time, you're like, I don't know what to say. You're like, you have to help me. You have to help me.
You gotta say something, buddy. This is all you. This is all you. I don't know what's come out of my mouth in the last 3 minutes. This is all you. Oh man, nope. I think that Lucas would go to say something, and then I think he would stop. I think he would just kind of shut down a little bit. Like the unreadable expression kind of shut down.
Unbelievable. This is ridiculous. This whole thing. But you know what? I'll meet you halfway. Hey, I'm gonna be gone for a couple hours. I'll let you know when I come back. And then she'll leave the room.
That is what he asked for.
God, this freaking sucks, guys! This is the opposite of what I wanted this to do! Okay, that's fine. It's fine. It's fine. I get to go to bed angry. It's okay. Yeah, what is Ben doing? Who's posting gifts? What is Ben doing? What is Arno doing?
Arno would probably sigh as he saw Ix walk out and probably just look at Thorn and being like, do you need help? Because if you ask for help, I will help you.
I don't need help.
With research or anything, you'll want to do this on your own? Or just with Ix?
Honestly, I prefer to do it on my own. I don't wanna... I'm only saying this because she walked out of the room. But I agreed to go with her rather than on my own because I want her to feel more secure, because I know things are weird right now with her and I. That's why I didn't tell either of you two. Or Ben, but Ben just followed us. She and I traveled together, just the two of us, for months, and doing something just the two of us was meant to bolster her confidence in our friendship.
Okay, fair. But even if you don't tell us what you're doing, just a warning. So if you don't show up, we know that something's gone wrong, so we can try to help afterwards.
That's
Be
a
appreciated.
fair point, but counterpoint. It does seem a lot like lately, whenever anything goes slightly against the presumed plan, people have to blow up about it. Maybe we could all just relax a little, just a measure. I understand being careful, but let's not presume we have to always be at our top form. Let's allow there to be some room for mistakes. Maybe we don't need to sit up until we all come back in and then stonewall us the second we walk in.
Fine.
Okay.
I'm trying so hard not to laugh at this really serious moment because it's so tense.
I had to mute myself. I'm over here trying to hide half my face because I'm like, Heather, you're responding with your expressions. They've told you this. So I'm over here just like, it's bad. This is so bad.
Well, I'm glad you guys made it out. Okay. And you have something that you were looking for, I guess.
If I find out anything that'll be useful for all of us, and going to kill Mario or whatever, or even anything we can use against the consortium in some way, I'll let you know.
Sorry, I'm playing with my cord because I'm all anxious. I'll mute myself.
That's
So
all
when Ix
Thorn's got,
leaves,
but
yeah, when Ix leaves, she'll simply just walk the streets angry. She doesn't have a area or particular goal in mind. She just walks around. I imagine at some point she probably found herself, since she was near the river district, just walking through the gardens, just kind of angrily mumbling to herself as she goes. And then after walking around for a couple hours, she'll eventually have to go back to the inn because that's where all of her shit is.
Mm-hmm. And
Does,
they're all sharing a room.
a by the way, does because I know that ended in an awkward silence, which is valid. Does Thorn stay in the room? Like, we just what's how does that end?
I don't think he storms out.
No, not a storm out. I'm just asking, does he stay in the room?
Probably because I
like
think
look at his book or like whatever he's doing, or
I think he would immediately want to start studying the book, and he can't do that downstairs because it's stolen. So
okay. Because if it looks like Thorn is going to like settle in to look at a thing, Lucas is not storming out, but I think he kind of just like runs his hands through his hair and just kind of takes a breath and just kind of walks out of the room. Not like a storm, just like a take a breath, walk out of the situation kind of. He doesn't go far.
Oh, just because it's a place that hasn't been described very much yet. Ix walking down
Ix
the
gets some breath.
roads roads of the irrigated portion of the river district here in this city that is surrounded by desert. There is a very like a wet, earthy smell in this area. Seems to be where all the crops are. Nobody tending them at the moment because it is quite late. Few of the canals, you do see some people on like little canoes or skiffs on a couple of them, just enjoying the night air, perhaps. But it is fairly peaceful place to walk, especially at night.
Those canals, are those like rivers or just like troughs?
They
Or
definitely
egresses?
seem man-made.
Okay. Yeah, she would just walk along grumbling to herself. I think halfway through, when she's calmed down a bit, she'll look around, but she'll talk kind of not to the sky, but pretty much she wants to talk to Sayanine, but she has no idea how to do that. But she would sit there and I'll message you what she would send.
Okay.
Or what she would talk about.
While you're in this area, if you're facing the right direction, the skyline is dominated by a giant dome.
Oh yeah, for sure. Because that's like indoor crops, isn't it? Or no, that's isn't that the steam gardens?
No, that is not the steam garden.
Oh, my bad. Yeah, what is that?
That you don't know. It's very big and seems important.
I mean, I'll go investigate it without going inside of it if I'm not allowed, kind of thing. To keep myself busy.
Okay. Let's see. If you were to nose around, maybe ask the rare passerby, you could easily enough learn that this is the Life Dome.
The Life
and
Dome.
It is where all of the water in Ank'Harel comes in from underground and is regulated.
Oh, neat.
So
Pretty.
it's important.
All right. And after. All right. Yeah, she's not going to go into it because I imagine that there probably isn't anyone allowed in, especially this late at night. She doesn't want to cause any issues. So she'll probably walk around it just to kind of look at it, but then, eventually just go back to the inn.
Okay. Move the little feather marker back up to wherever I decided the inn was. Somewhere around here. Figured that's the one it was. All of these little squares and rectangles look the same. Okay. All right. So after various people are walking around, cooling off, getting some air, reading a book, Anything else anybody would like to do before turning in for the night?
No.
No.
Sounds like no.
Nope.
All right.
But it does take Lucas a while to come back into the room for bed.
Let's see. Ick. Are you proficient with religion out of curiosity? Okay. Roll a wisdom check. Actually, no. Roll a charisma check.
Charisma check.
Yeah.
It's, 15.
Okay. I will type a response to that momentarily.
Okay.
Coming to bed at various times, you all drift to sleep, have a long rest under your belts. I got a message just now, and yes, it is fine. But yeah, it is now the morning of the 21st of Fesserin, the day of the event of the at the Bowl of Judgment, so you have heard.
Mm-hmm.
So is this like a team type thing?
You have no idea because nobody has asked.
Okay.
Mm.
Let's go find out.
Yeah. I think that probably would be our next course of action, but it's a matter of getting there. Yeah.
Let's go there. Let's find out. What else are we gonna do this morning? None of us are talking
Yeah.
to each other. Like,
See, that's the thing, though, is I'm waiting on something, and I don't know if it'll change how Ix will react in the morning. That's the only thing. But I mean, the end goal, I feel like, is definitely doing the Coliseum, the Bowl of Judgment, only because we talked about it before and we all expressed interest in it, both in character and out.
Mm.
It's just a matter of, yeah. But yeah, I mean, if we want to start that process, we just pretend the morning didn't happen until I can figure out how that might go. Because I don't mind going back and like RP and doing that. That's up to all of us, I guess. Yeah, no, you're right. We would not be talking. So I have no idea how this is gonna go.
Somebody's like, so, Bowl of Judgment? Bowl of Judgment?
They'd probably be
Yeah.
Ben eating breakfast. Like, so we're going to the Bowl of Judgment.
Yeah.
Sure.
It's not far from the Honey Flame place. We could stop there too.
If you want to, Ben.
That sounds good.
All right, we'll make our way there to the Bowl of Judgment. And the honey buns on the way.
Mm-hmm.
Honey Flame bread. Ix.
Mm-hmm. He's like, don't you get it wrong. That's what she needs to do. Piss off the last person in this party. Let's go. Going for a perfect score. and it's not gonna be pretty. It's all right after we get the flamed honey bread or honey flamed bread. I guess we go to the Bowl of Judgment and see what, I guess, options there are.
Are y'all walking, or are you cramming into a carriage after?
We could. How many of us
Wow,
can
we're
fit on the
walking.
flying carpet
Yeah,
again?
Oh, probably like 3 people,
Oh darn!
maybe 4. Maybe
I mean,
all
Ben
5.
can definitely fly ahead to get his honey flamed bread, and we can meet him at the stall. So he can have time to eat as much as he wants.
Let's see.
Ben flies off on the carpet.
why would you do that? Yeah.
I don't know. I'm sorry.
He's literally our glue right now, and you have
I
just
know. Heather was
sent
thinking,
you.
I'm sorry.
For
Ben
the
doesn't need to be in
record,
the middle of this, though.
for
There
the
are
record, you might be able to cram all 5 of you onto the carpet, but it's going to be slower than walking if you do.
We do not want to be that close to each other. That's not going to happen. We are walking so that way we can be a fair distance away from each other.
I was gonna say though, there is at this point 2 options. We're gonna get to the Bowl of Judgment, and either it'll be a team sport in which we will be forced to relearn how to like act as a team, or it's not gonna be a team sport, and we can take our frustrations out by beating the shit out of each other. So.
Ix has a preference. I'm scared for both.
Ix versus Thorn. Round 1. Fight.
She would die. She would die. Any single person in this party could kill her so fast. So fast.
I mean, don't count yourself out.
I'm not saying that she wouldn't put up a fight. I'm just saying it would be a quick fight. It would not be very long. Ben can go invisible. Arno can go invisible. Thorn can literally do like 36 damage on one freaking turn with 2 attacks, sometimes 3. And then Lucas, look at the man. He could crush somebody with his pinky. It's not happening. That ass dead. She's dead. What's she gonna do? Eldritch Blast. Oh, and a maximum D12. Oh, 24 if I get that. I better be a distance away. I tell you what.
D10s.
Thank you for that. Appreciate you.
I'd like to clarify, it's
Anytime.
3 attacks, sometimes 4.
Oh,
So-
Just to clarify.
Proving me right in the worst way.
But it has to be melee, though.
It does have to be melee.
I don't know. Do you have more bullets yet?
I don't think I ran out of bullets. I haven't used my guns all that often.
Oh no, you emptied a gun, but you just okay. That's
Yeah,
what it
yeah,
was.
yeah.
You ran out of bullets that were loaded.
Yeah, they have the reloading property, so I only ever
Okay.
shoot them like once per battle, basically.
I had that mixed up in my own head because that was a while ago. All right. Well, you all walk to go get some honey flame bread. Very important.
I know we're
And-
all walking awkwardly, and it's like awkward silence kind of thing. But just as a appearance note, Lucas is just kind of walking quietly, like hands kind of shoved in his pockets, just kind of like, I don't know, still a little withdrawn.
I can see it.
Out of curiosity, Lucas,
Ah.
going to this presumably combat tournament scenario.
My armor is on. Actually, I don't have
Okay.
pockets if my armor's on, so that's real sad.
Well, I mean, you
Can I
could
bring it
you
with
could
me.
have the chain shirt ensemble and have the rest ready to put on after you get there if you want.
That could work.
Have it like bundled up.
So you can have your pockets.
You know, I just want to brood. All right, guys. Like
Well, and also so you're not walking through the streets in
in
an
full
oven.
plate mail and like stupidly hot. Yes, please.
Well, I think we left early enough in the morning, I'd like to think, because there's only so much daylight.
Yeah.
And you also don't know when any of the events start.
Yeah, so I don't think he would have it
Cool.
on right now, but he'd have it with him. And I did think
Okay.
that before you asked me, so I was like,
That
if we're
makes
gonna be
sense.
fighting, I
Keeping
want
it
my AC.
cool. Okay. So yeah, you all head to the Suncut Bazaar first thing, early enough in the morning that it's not sweltering. Get some honey flame bread and whatever else sounds good. Uh, so could eat, if anybody who's getting street food could knock off like a silver from their money.
Oh, what should I do for food and the drinks at the
or
inn?
or Ben could knock off more if he's getting a lot.
Ben flew ahead on the rug. He doesn't know what everybody wants.
Wow, he's not getting
Amusingly,
anything for anybody.
amusingly, the rug is also slower than walking for Ben when he's by himself. But it gets
He
to
likes-
fly.
Yeah. Fly.
You know what? Actually, Ben will buy a bunch of honey flame bread and fly back to everybody and give it to them.
He'd eat it on the way out.
And then realize he didn't have enough left for himself and fly back for more.
Oh, no, he wouldn't eat it on the way out. He's gonna buy like 3 pieces just for himself. I'm gonna take out 8 silver.
The street vendor is gonna get his name and number and be like, "When can I call you? When I have low profits, when can I call you?"
Oh no, it was like a nice middle-aged lady that looks like somebody's aunt maybe. She's really good at baking. Like
That's awesome.
like the lovely aunt that always pinches your cheek, but you never mind it because she makes really good honey flame bread.
All right. Ix would accept the honey flame bread. She would thank Ben. Thank you, Ben.
Oh, you're welcome.
She would eat it. She would eat it so hard.
All right, so you make your way following that to the Bowl of Judgment. Let's see, I have to get to the thing. Right. So as described previously, it's not a very grand looking structure from the outside. There's a wall not super high, like maybe 12 feet tall, goes around the entire circumference of this area. Jumping ahead a little bit, when you get inside, you find out this is a bowl that has been carved down into the earth. There are crowds that are very excited for what is coming up next week.